Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Gladria East. I am your humble DM, Tyler, and with us we got majority of the cast. Oh, I don't know why the stream's messing up again. That's weird, but it's all good. I will fix it in the meantime. So, joining with me tonight is 4 out of the rest of the players. So the individual who plays Gorash is no longer joining the campaign with us, for life got them with a new job, but which we wish congratulations on them for obtaining it. But nonetheless, we shall continue. Also, the Sor, Joseph, who plays the Sor, could not make it tonight, so it will just be the 4 of us. So without further ado, if you guys would like to reintroduce yourselves to the audience here as I fix the stream.
One of you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm Zach. I play Sanctus Valor, an ASMR warlock.
I am Momac. I'm a Goliath artificer. I am the hard carry of the party and the favorite.
Hello, I'm Everett. I play Darhana, who's a half-elf bard. I am the reason why these sessions are fun. You're welcome.
Alrighty, so without further ado, it's pretty good. Alrighty, so let's catch Avarith along with the rest of the audience of what happened. So last session, you stumbled upon a group of Nothics who kidnapped some of Gorash's classmates who were on a field trip days prior. Needless to say, due to your failed stealth checks, they were very observant of their surroundings. So you guys... I think that's Darhana who is playing the sound effects, I believe, so you're welcome, audience. But needless to say, you guys decided to bum rush the enemy, upon which you guys were, for the most part, it was a back and forth type of fight, with one Nothic specifically taking 6 rounds to die, even though everyone was attacking it, and even though it had 1 hit point, you guys somehow were still having issues taking it down. But needless to say, amidst the fight, Sor went down, and like you guys were easily recovered that, and continued the fight, in which you defeated all but one of them. You guys were able to free the kids, found some cool magic shit, one of them including sending stones, on which Sor communicated to Salma, his teacher, about the kids' location. You guys then took a short rest to wait for the kids. Meanwhile, Momac doing some shenanigans, questionable shenanigans, such as stealing human meat. And
Whoa.
I'm busy on it.
Huh?
But needless to say, you guys... Salma was able to successfully transfer the kids back, and you guys continue your original quest of finding a dwarf by the name of, as I look through my notes, as I'm taking a bit too long, Ivar, excuse me, in regards to bringing back some magical orbs to the magic shop, to Dillinger's magic shop, in exchange for a reward and a magic discount. So you guys continue in the mountains, avoided a possible encounter with orcs, but along the way, you guys ran into some Red Guard mercenaries, upon which they revealed to look for an individual that matched the description of Momac. And after bluffing the guards, and after the guards left, Momac basically said to you guys that he did commit a crime. According to him, he committed a crime because that ruined his master's work by a rival. And according to Momac, the rival paid some guards to ruin his master's work, upon which he revealed that he killed his rival and left, and that's why he is on the wanted list. You guys went some discussion back and forth and just continued your way. You avoided an encounter with orcs, and then you were climbing up a mountain. Some of you fell but were able to recover. Some hippogriffs were guarding the top end, upon which Womack gave them some human meat, and due to some high animal handling checks, offered the meat to the hippogriff, and then it left. Upon which you went over the hill and see the nearby town of Striden. Seeing how it was getting dark out, you guys decided to head to the town to take rest for the night. And this is where we are now. So you guys traverse down the rest of the day through the mountain. It's like around nighttime. The sun has just set. You guys enter the town of Striden, which it looks like to be a halfling village. Mainly some farm folk, But needless to say, and I'll show you the map later, that you guys get the feeling that this is a more farm type of town. And you guys see coming down a bunch of farmers with some billy goats that are bigger than them, just tending to them and just sitting, drinking happily. So what do you guys do?
First of all, this.
Thanks.
All right. There's no fountains or anything of the sort, right? It's not like
There's currently where you guys are at, there is none.
All right. Can I roll perception?
You do not need to roll perception because you do not see any water like a lake or a river or something like that in this area. You do see like a couple of like wells, and you do also see like some water pumps, but that's really it.
So these motherfuckers broke.
How big would the city be compared to or this town be to Flagstaff?
In comparison to Flagstaff, it's pretty small. I'll just show you the map, and then we'll get back to the screen. So this is the map. It's enlarged just for the player's convenience, but it's clearly a small halfling village.
Okay.
Then we're going to go back to here. All right. So with that being said, you just mainly see some farms around the area, and you do see what also seems like to be some shops on the side, but you see like multiple tents in the center of town, and it sounds like there's like some partying going on in the middle.
Ooh, can I steal some cabbages?
You want to try to steal some cabbages?
Kind of.
Can I help and try to distract the other people?
I mean, you guys can roll your tokens, move your tokens, and what have you. So.
All right. Oh wait,
What?
yo, let's have Forkatron to do it.
I'm just gonna walk towards the music.
Sure.
Wherever that would be.
Gorash will do so too. And then you hear passing by, as you go by, Secretary says, "Well, howdy, stranger. Welcome to Striden. It's a good thing that you made it downtown before dark. Things happen badly in the dark."
Oh, well, I appreciate the knowledge. I guess I'm new in town. Clearly, I don't live around here. But what happens at dark?
Well, that's just the natural way of the world. Bad things happen in the dark. It's wise to find some shelter. Sanctus, you do know that it is generally wise to find shelter in the dark, because in my world, bad things happen in the dark. So.
Well, thank you. Is there an inn nearby in town?
Oh yeah, there's 2 inns. They're pretty much identical around the sides of the village. Other than that, there's a kitchen. You guys could grab some food. No charge, of course. We don't.
Lovely.
We always believe that you shouldn't have to pay for food.
Oh, that's fantastic. My friend Momac will be very excited to hear he doesn't have to pay for something.
Oh, is that this? Oh, is that this big fella over here?
Yeah, he's the one with the big weird dog that's following him around.
Ah, I see. He an artificer.
Believe it or not, this robotic dog needs to eat, I swear. I'm just going to open his stomach up later. Give me that.
He goes,
A little snack for later.
He says, well, if there's grub, just go to the center of town. There's kitchens around the area. You can just ask for whatever you want. We pretty much grow most things here. We just don't have as much meat as other folk.
Sounds good.
You know what? Now I kind of don't want to steal food.
You ever gonna steal what?
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say a damn thing.
What's the music that I hear?
Oh, that's just some mod music. Our people like to play tunes. Every night there's always some fun going on. We party, we drink, we eat. We have good times at nights, and then in the morning we work. It's the way of the halfling life.
Okay, well that's lovely. Well, thank you. And I just point in the direction of the middle of town. It's everything's down this way.
Yep, that's right. Just keep going that way, and then you'll have all sorts of fun.
All right. Well, is there any news that's been going on recently? I'd hate to talk over everybody else, but we ran into some. I believe they're called Red Guard, right?
Oh yeah, they came by here like a day ago.
Okay. All right. Is there anything going around? Anything that people need help with while we're in town? We're kind of I guess a ragtag group of adventurers. I think we're on our way to the
The Artificer Sanctum.
That's what it is. That's where
Right.
we're. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people come in and out, stop by this town, rest for the night, that type of thing. We normally get folk similar to you, mainly artificers, some dwarves, and what have you. There's other folk out there here besides us halfling folk, of course.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. All right. Well, appreciate your help. What was your name? I'm sorry. I'm Sanctus.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Sanctus. I'm Jim.
Jim, nice to meet you, Jim. I appreciate your help.
Of course, I enjoy your stay here in Striden. And he goes back to tend to his goat as his billy goat starts to act up at the sight of Forkatron.
You guys have any elves in this town?
Well, unfortunately, not much elven folk come around here. Mainly dwarves, halflings, humans, that type of thing. They're mostly around the around the Artificer's Sanctum. They like to study and such. They're like, I don't know, they're kind of like birds that prefer to be in the cage.
Alright. Real quick. I'm going to pick a pebble up and throw it around over here and say, Forkatron, fetch! And then direct him to go and grab a cabbage.
Sure, make a stealth check for Forkatron.
I like that'd be more.
That one.
Shut up. I get a +1. Fuck you.
That too.
What'd you roll there, my friend?
I did 13. It's just D&D Beyond is really slow.
Ah, I see. Yeah, Forkatron's able to grab a cabbage and eat it, and as he brings back the rock.
Good boy.
Gorash is like, all right, it's time to go get some grub. I'm really starving, and on top of that, I want to play some tunes along with those tunes going on over there. And then she will go towards the music. And then Sora will, it's kind of like observant area for the most part, just staying quiet a bit.
If I pet the weird dog, will I like cut my hand?
Are you talking about the billy goat?
No,
No,
this
he's
weird
still gonna-
dog.
I mean, it depends. Are you shoving your hand into a fork? He's made out of forks.
Alright.
No, I'm
is
just
like-
like gently petting him, you know.
His armor, his natural armor, it's made out of forks. It's fork chainmail.
But forks can be dangerous.
If you're
1
dumb,
second.
yeah, I'm sure.
I gotta put your tokens on the board 1 second. So you guys go to where the music was. You guys see that this is actually just part of the section, but it's actually bigger. It takes like a huge bulk of the center of the town. A bunch of halfling folk getting together, eating, drinking, playing music, what have you. You go to the cooks and you tell them exactly what you want, and they seem to have most of it for the most part. You just notice that their portions of meat are slim in comparison to the other portions, but again, you were told that meat isn't as common here as other places, but you are expected to charge. However, they oblige not to be paid, mainly because they believe food should be a right and nothing that you should be paying for. But needless to say, you guys are able to get whatever grub you want. You see that there's several tables around that is full of water and full of ale. Halfling ale, to be specifically. And at this point, you guys grab as much food as you would like, and you are just walking, trying to find a seat.
All right, I want sauerkraut. I want mashed potatoes. I want corn on the cob.
All right. So
I'll
yes, you
take
sit
your
wherever
whole
you like.
stock. I'll take your whole stock. Everything you got, give it.
They got like a farm's worth of stuff, so I doubt that. All right,
Look at the bag. As much as that, I'm filling this bag up.
sure.
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
tell him here. Fill up this little bag I got here. That's all I want. I'm just
Alright.
gonna keep
Just
putting
stuff
stuff
your
in
little
here.
They
friend with-
clearly recognize a bag of holding, as other artificers have tried to do the same.
Shit.
um,
Damn it, man, my kind are all the same. Fuck.
so
Shit.
as you sit down, you guys notice like a couple things. There really isn't a lot standing out. There's really like this group of halflings and this group of humans talking to one another. You also see what seems like to be some separation going on. Seems like an older halfling's telling stories to this group of individuals. You also see seems like to be three dwarves drinking a lot of ale and eating a lot over here. You see what seems like to be what looks like to be merchants at the bottom, at the opposite side of you, just talking business and what have you. And you also see this other merchant that's trying to sell something to these halfling women. But other than that, every other table is usually empty or just full of other halfling folk.
Hey, Momac,
Yeah. What's up?
stuff a bunch of food in Fuckertron's mouth. We
I,
can steal it.
I tip my plate over the table and shove it all in the Forkatron's mouth and ask for more.
All right, you are given more.
Alright, I'm gonna wait like a minute or two and then do the same thing.
Like giving your green beans to the dog.
You do this over and over until eventually Forkatron cannot hold any food.
Hey, Momac, can you put your bag of hoarding inside of Forkatron?
Oh, I love that idea. I'm shoving my bag of holding like down his throat a little bit.
Alright, you do so.
Can I fill up my bag of holding with food?
They do it for a couple more times until they realize like what's going on, and at this point they cut you off of any food throughout the remainder of the night.
How many days of rations? Can I just get like rations off?
We'll say 10 days worth of rations.
Okay, thanks. That's great.
Can I do Song of Rest?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Alright, I stand on the table. I bust out a bagpipe and I start going.
Whole
This is my
performance?
song. It isn't very long, but it's a song.
You get some claps
Alright.
from the nearby
I
audience.
sit back down.
Whole performance. Maybe you'll get money.
Nah, you're good.
I'm just sitting there face palming, just like these two.
Yeah, we're part of your team. Suck it up.
Yeah. He's saying just there, just like praying, praying, like his hands are under the table. Just like,
Please, to God, let this end.
please."
Let this
Sora,
end.
Sora's just quietly eating. Meanwhile, Gorash goes up, does another song of rest, and then sits back down.
What does
Yeah.
Song Rest do? Does that give us rest?
It basically, if you spend hit die on a short rest, then you get an extra hit die.
Okay.
All right, but you guys eat your food, and you guys can role play anything else if you wish.
Can I go do a perception on those merchants down there? Get a little more detail
Sure. Make a perception check on these merchants down here.
on. Yeah, the three of them.
Sure. Make a perception check. What are you trying to perceive exactly?
Yeah, the clothing, fancy jewelry, maybe a little bit about what they're talking about if I roll high
Okay.
enough.
Cool. Make a perception check.
21, nat 18.
Nice. So you recognize that these merchants are just your average run-of-the-mill merchants. It seems like they're trading some goods, some gems for items and what have you. Little knickknacks and gems and coins being exchanged, but nothing too crazy as far as anything that stands out. They seem to be regular merchants trading.
Okay.
So- Darhana has a question for group. Darhana would like to know, since we just found out that we have a criminal amongst us, does anyone else have a secret to share?
Sora's like, shh, you might want to keep that down.
They just came through this town. Shut up. It's still fresh in their minds. Well, anybody else murder anybody else?
Maybe.
Oh,
You're the
boy.
one. You asked the question, man. Oh, jeez. So you said they're
boy.
trading gems, right?
They're trading gems and other knickknacks and what have you and other items.
I
You
command
mentioned-
Forgatron to go over and steal.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Make a stealth check for Forkatron, please.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
This is just a chaotic group.
I'm just. I think I
Nat
might-
20.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
God.
Alright.
Oh.
Forkatron gets towards the vendors, no problem. Seems like no one notices it due to the bardic music and conversations nearby.
All right.
So he gets up to the merchants. The merchants have yet to see it.
Forkatron stealth 100.
Can I roll sleight of hand?
Sure.
Would it? All right.
Just
I
grab
don't
any
have any
random item
modifiers.
from the bag.
13.
13. Let me roll past it. Let me roll see their passive perception.
They're fat. They can't even see their toes.
All right. Forgatron is able to steal one small thing, and then Forgatron goes back to you. Seems like the moment Forgatron leaves the area, the merchant looks around and goes, I could have sworn I've dropped something. But Forgatron spits out what seems like to be a orange gem.
Yes, sir. What can I put? I'm gonna put that in the bag of holding. What can I? What do I name it? Is there like an actual item?
So I would like for you at this point to make an intelligence history check for me about the gem, since this would be something an artificer like you might know.
Okay. Nat 20. Holy sh!
Damn. So
So 23.
based on the gem itself, you recognize that these orange gems are not. These orange gems are uncommon, to say the least. You recognize that these gems would probably be found in mines in the mountain. This seems like to be a pretty decently polished gem itself. You think it's worth about 14 gold pieces. But seeing this gem, you realize you kind of put it together. Like, these merchants are trading gems and stuff. There's probably some sort of mine nearby, you suspect.
Okay. So should I add a custom item like orange gem?
You can add an orange gem and you can put the worth as 14 gold.
Just set the weight to like 0.1. It's a gem.
It's not like a heavy gem. It's about the weight of a baseball. So we'll just say like a pound.
All right. Also, Zach, you have that box, don't you?
No, that's Sore.
Sore has the box.
Oh, it's Sore.
He goes, yeah, I have this box, and then he pulls out the 6-sided cube.
You want to let me try it yet, Sore? I had the better possibility of rolls.
He goes,
and I want to.
He goes, I think this type of box is rather something that I should try to do. If I'll try again, but if I get stuck, maybe I'll let you assist me tomorrow.
I rolled 2 nat 20s, man, and he still won't assist me.
He will make an intelligence check at this point to try to solve the cube. And he does so with the dirty 20.
Yo.
You see that he's working on the side, which I remind you is like multiple trees, and he's just trying to figure out like what to do at this side. He tries to do some similar movements he did the previous day that did work, and after some brief amount of time, he realizes that he's supposed to take pieces of some tree to form like multiple trees, and when he does that, you just hear a press and a magical effect goes off, and then the actual box dissipates.
Okay. Good job, Sore.
Thanks, man.
All right.
So you mentioned that this guy up here was trying to sell some stuff to, I don't know, the people at the table. Can I see if I can hear what he's trying to sell, or is it like,
sure.
does he have
Make
it
a
out
perception
on the
check.
table? Yeah. Oh, that's not good. That's 5 plus stuff. So yeah.
There's too much music going on around you to hear filter the conversation.
Can me and Forkatron make a perception check on him?
Wait,
I would say we'll wait until we see what the others want to do, because we'll say like this was all going on simultaneously. Darhana, anything you would like to do?
don't I have some kind of move that makes me like able to listen to people's conversations, or is that more like whisper?
Let me see. Let me see on your character sheet. Give me 1 second here to assist you. Because I do believe like Whispers has something special, if I recall. But let me take another look at your sheet. For those of you, Darhana is a newer player, so that's why I'm helping her out. So, features and traits. See, you have Psychic Blades, Words of Terror. You don't really have anything that would give you like special traits as far as your class. However, your perception is a +3, so if you want to try to perceive something, you can try. I just need to know what you're trying to perceive.
I want to try what. Hang on, I forgot. Sanctus was just doing.
So you want to try to hear this conversation?
Yes, to see if I can find anything useful that could help us, you know?
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay. Sorry.
No worries, it's all good.
Perception is in fails, right? Yes. But that I'm exhausted, aren't I?
Say again?
Is this applied to being exhausted?
Yes, so whatever you rolled, -2.
God,
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 6, including all the modifiers.
Same thing. There's so much activity and noise going on that you can't filter the conversation.
So I'm sorry.
All right. Can I direct Forgatron to go listen to these guys, and then I listen to the storyteller down here just to actually further the game a little bit.
So you could send Forkatron, but he can't necessarily communicate to you what like he would perceive. And I don't think Forkatron has any like special like linking ability for you to like see and hear through Forkatron or what have you, unless I'm wrong on that. But I will say you would be able to attempt to try to listen to this conversation over here.
I'm a jack of all trades. I can speak fork.
So go ahead and make a perception check, Womack.
All right. I'll do this for the one down there. I have a +3. 16 after the -2.
16?
And
Alrighty. So you hear this halfling talking about what seems like to be a story of a mine known as Blackfoot's Mine. He talks about how back in the day, him and a bunch of his buddies went down into the mine to try to get some free gems. And we're talking about like facing all these types of creatures. You get the feeling that he might have exaggerated some might be half truths. And upon like hearing the story, it seems like everyone seems to be like, "Oh, wow, like it's so exciting." One of the dwarfs comes over and says, "Hey, that's all bullshit. We all know that it's very hard to get into Blackfoot's mine, especially since most of it has sunken down." And the halfling goes, "Oh, I'm sure. Like, everything is true. This happened before it sunken down." And the dwarf's like, "Yeah, it was sunken down 100 years ago, around the same time when I was working the mine. So I know you're full of garbage, halfling." And then he goes over and sits down with the rest of his dwarven compatriots.
Okay, I'm gonna walk over to those dwarves and see if I can get a little something out of them, a little information.
Sure, you can move your token. Sanctus, would you like to do anything?
I'm coming with him because I don't trust him.
uh,
Knowing him, he's gonna be doing something, and I'm a little bit more charismatic than he is. So
yeah,
I feel
Sor
like
will do the same thing. He has the same exact ways as you. Darhana, would you like to do anything as the three of them get up and walk towards the dwarves?
Would I be able to do a performance check to see if I can make some cash?
Sure. And Gorash will assist you, so you could roll with advantage.
Oh.
As you two try to take your turn to play your parts of the music.
What do you mean to roll that to my advantage?
So you're going to roll 2d20s twice, and then you're going to take the highest of the two and add that to your modifier.
Awesome.
Because Gorash in this is assisting you with the performance as you're both performing together.
So I got a 13 minus 2, that's 11.
And that's the highest out of the two?
Yep.
Alrighty. It seems to be a solid performance. It's just as performable as the other bardic music going around. And some people nearby seem to enjoy it. Alright. Let's go to this table while that music's going on. The dwarves, you can see, they're at least in their 8th cup of ale, and they're still kind of silver sash drunk. They're like, "Damn, this halfling ale, it's not as strong as dwarven ale. It's taking forever for us to get drunk. Yeah, we probably need like 2 kegs." And then they see this tall Goliath man. He goes, "Oh shit, I didn't know you were that tall. Damn. Well, what is it that you want? As he continues to eat and drink his ale.
I try to be friendly, say, oh, no trouble here. I was just wondering, would you be able to help us out and tell us a little bit about that mine you were speaking about? Blackfoot, did you say?
Oh, Blackfoot's mine? Sure, have a seat.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And he gestures towards you.
Oh no, not on top of Forky.
I was like, dogs don't sit at the table. And I just
Not
look at the dog.
Forky.
He goes, well, first off, my name is Aiden. What's your name?
Momac here, pleasure to meet you.
Sanctus, nice to meet you as well.
And I'm Sor. And then he says, well, this is Lottie, and this is Gotti. And he points to these two. And they kind of look like brothers, but they're too busy trying to get drunk. He goes, so what do you want to know about Blackfoot's mine exactly?
Well, can we start off, where is it?
Well, it's a couple miles down. Make it as if you're going your way towards the Artificer's Sanctum, but, you know, you'll find a cave along the way. Should take you about half day's travel to get there if you're following the road to the Artificer's Sanctum, but be warned, Blackfoot's mine is not a safe place to go down.
Why is that?
Well, Blackfoot's mine used to serve as a bit of a shortcut to the Artificer's Sanctum. You could get here faster than their traditional path. And it used to be a Duergar mine run by Blackfoot. He was a head Duergar there, and they were mining for a bunch of gems and were polishing them in-house in order to make a profit. However, they mined too much to where it attracts some weird creatures from what I've heard. What creatures lay down there now, I have no idea. But since then, no one has dared tried, despite what that halfling might say otherwise.
Ooh, a new adventure.
Well, we're on our way to the Artificer's Sanctum, so
Yeah.
I know this guy next to me likes shiny things. So
Definitely
what good would it be for, I guess, the town if we went through and possibly cleared out that mine?
Well, if you cleared out that mine, it depends on which town you go to. If you go to the Artificer's Sanctum, the Artificers are going to claim the shit out of that. No issue. If you speak to one of the Dwarven towns nearby, they'll probably take advantage of it before the Artificer's Sanctum finds out. But once it becomes knowledge that that mine is cleared out, everyone would want to have a piece of the action.
Does the town have maidens, sir?
You're not there. You're performing.
Oh.
Momac, I whisper in your ear, do you think we could make a claim to this mine?
I don't. Us versus like a kingdom or a town of sorts. I don't know if it's a good idea.
What is this? Second guessing yourself, son.
I got another better plan.
Oh, okay.
That's less work, maybe a little less money, but
Does it involve you shooting your gun into a cave and attracting?
No. I'm a nice guy. It involves smooth talk, all right? A little slow jazz. All right, well, gentlemen, thank you for the information. I just I'll flip him a gold.
Oh, much appreciated, friend. Here. And then he pulls out from his pocket, he gives you what seems like to be a small hand-sized barrel. He's like, here, you can have some of this ale in exchange. And he sits it down. It's enough for 2 people.
Let's go. All right, so 2 servings of ale, we'll say.
Dwarven ale.
All right.
Oh, lovely stuff.
All right. The rest of the night continues, and you guys decided to drink, eat as much as you like. And at some point, like, it's starting to die down, and clearly you guys need to get some rest. You ask the locals about some possible inns and what have you, and luckily, there are 2 inns. They're identical, but they say it doesn't matter which one, because most of the time they are run by the same individuals. Let me put your tokens here real quick.
Real quick, I actually wanted to talk to Zach about something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. We'll say
Here's
you'll
my
talk
idea.
about this along the way. We'll say.
You saw those merchants back there, right?
Yeah.
What if we offered them that mine for a certain amount of gold?
Or percentage of sales?
Or that. The only issue is I don't know how easy the money would be to get to us if we're constantly on the move.
there's magic. You forget this.
Yeah, true, true. Maybe they have some items they could give us too. Oh, yeah. Do we want to go
What if
back
they're
there and
maidens?
Or
make an
maybe
offer,
we
perhaps?
might be able to find them in the morning, or maybe find a shop, if anything,
Yeah, something.
that has some mining equipment that we might be able to
Because my
snag
issue
on our way.
is, if we take that mine over, right? We have to go up against countries and kind of defend it, or towns at the very least. I don't know if we're strong enough for that yet. 50 peasants ganging up on us, but merchants who got money to hire mercenaries, I don't know.
Hmm. I like where you're going with this. Maybe we
Cool.
can do a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, a little bit of both.
So we talk to the merchants. We tell them about our plan, and we take a little bit for ourselves while we're there.
Oh, and take the money from them?
Yeah.
All right, maybe you sneak
This
a little royalty in there too.
this is what we this is all that was left. But we didn't take anything. Cross our fingers and hopefully make work for the best.
Sword, Darhana, Gorash, what do you think?
Gorash says, well, it does help to pay for the classes. And then Sora will say, it's fine by me. Sounds like a good income stream.
Yeah, I'm thinking our boots are our bootstraps are a little tight right now. You know,
Yeah,
we're hanging on by a thread with money, and you know
yeah.
these places are not cheap to stay. So
What
trying to
about you, Porkatron? Are you okay to go and scam some rich guys? Oh, good boy.
and you have your bag. We can just store the gems inside of him, and if they were to
Yeah,
pat us down, we're like, they ain't got anything.
yeah, and flip right out. I'm liking this, man. All right, you want to go over and try to weasel our way into some fortune?
And I'm like having second thoughts, like like my innate like good nature is not just like, what am I doing? I've been hanging out with him too long.
Who's got the highest charisma? Who's got the best chance of?
I mean I think my persuasion's like a +7.
Damn, yeah, that's all you. I got a -1 here. That's all you. Jesus. All right.
So why don't we're gonna we'll head over to the merchants and
Can I can I have Forkatron maybe help him and like jump up and lick him and try to make him happy or something?
with a metal tongue.
Oh, true.
Well, we'll see. Like, depends on how you guys role played at this point. So,
Okay.
Good evening, gentlemen.
oh, good evening. And at this point, they start to bag whatever was in there on the table. It's like, yes, yes. How can we assist you?
My friends and I noticed that you are traders of sorts.
Oh yes, yes. Us three are quite some merchants. We are the Gilligan brothers.
Gilligan. Oh, what?
All
Nice
right.
to meet you. I'm Soar. I'm sorry. I'm Sanctus. This is Soar. Over here, we got our big friend over there's Momac, and our
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
creepy looking girl over in the corner is Darhana, but she means well. And my friend Goresh here behind me. We're in the mood to strike a deal if you guys are open to it.
Oh well, of course. We're interested into any deal so long as it assists both of us. What deal are you proposing exactly?
Well, how about this? And then I'm gonna pull a chair up real quick.
Sure.
Come sit between us, cause you're gonna be the main one talking.
Yeah. Sit like this.
The chair backwards.
So we were thinking. So I am assuming that you trade in some of the finer materials, some gems, and
Of course, we
some
sell
other
all
stuff.
sorts of stuff, mainly gems, jewelry, and the like, for some coin.
So, how has your revenue stream been since this local mine has been, I guess, overtaken by some of these interesting creatures?
Oh, are you referring to Blackfoot's mine?
Yes, that's the one.
Well, we did send some mercenaries to collect some, but only a few of them came out, and their payment was quite costly. However, we did procure some gems to make up for the loss, of course. But other than that, it is quite Well, trying to obtain more gems from that mine seems to be a lot more difficult than we anticipated thought it would be.
I see. Well, how many people did you send over?
We send
If you don't
about, brother, how much we send? We send about like a good average party size of 5 to 6. And how many did come out? 3. That seems quite unfortunate.
And how much
What?
did you pay them?
Well, they had their asking price, and to be honest, we paid them generously. Some of them did die, and because of that, we did offer have to a bit more for their condolences as part of their contract to their loved ones, of course. But needless to say, we broke even on that deal rather than making a profit.
What? How would you like to have a main? I look at Momac and I'm like, how do I want to say this? We're thinking about clearing out that mine, and I'm gonna put it straight up. I see you guys as some lucrative partners. I would give you first dibs and let you know first once we get back.
And before they have a chance to speak to merchants, I just want to jump in real quick. So here's what we're proposing exactly. Half up front, half after we clear the mine out, right? And we'll go clear the mine out. We'll come back, we'll let you guys know, and you can go in the mine, get as much as you can if you want, or you can even try to hold it down and keep the place. We got to go through there anyway to get to the Artificer Sanctuary. But I think this could
My
be,
maidens.
I think this could be very profitable for both of us. So what do you say? Or do you want to make some money?
He scratches his chin and goes, that does seem like a really interesting deal. He looks at all of you and seems to get the feeling that you guys are kind of capable. He goes, I tell you what, let's do a counter proposal, if I may add. You clear the mine, and if it has any spare gems lying around or what have you, you may collect such things. And once you notify us that it is clear, perhaps once we send some mercenaries to confirm that it is clear, then perhaps instead of payment up front and payment later, how about whatever you currently find in the mine, along with some percentage of some profits?
More percentage
your
of
finest
profits.
maiden.
Well, let's put it in figure of speech. Say we make 100 gold pieces. There are 2, 3, 4. There are 5 of you. So, obviously you would obtain the gemstones, which would be more than compensate for you actually clearing down there. We'll say about for every 100 gold we make, we shall give you about, I think the fair price is about 25 gold to split between all 5 of you. And this is,
gem sold?
and keep in mind, I'm using only figuratives of every 100 to be specific.
So what is he trying to say? 25 to each of us per 100 gold sold?
No, it's 5
Or-
per each of us.
Okay.
Yes, again, this is
So
just
25%.
figurative matters. This is just to simplify things. Obviously, we could make more, could make less, and obviously your payments of course would either increase or decrease depending on the mining. But enough of the mathematics. We're here to make deals. So I think in exchange for whatever you currently find down there, along with the percentage after it's cleared, we obviously will make some money, hiring miners and the like. And obviously, you have to consider labor costs that we have to pay such miners to mine the mine, of course, along with traveling expenses and what have you.
All right. Well,
So
what do you think?
So I guess my question is, we're doing all this for you on good faith that you will pay us that fair rate. There's no good faith in us to put a down payment.
Well, I'm not simply asking you for a down payment whatsoever. All I'm saying is that whatever you find in the mine while clearing it, you'll have first picks and first dippings. But what I've heard from Blackfoot's mine, there might be some spare gems that were already mined out. Buckets full, if I recalling. Surely that would be more of a bigger down payment. and depending on the variety of gems, they would offer plenty of value, of course, that you could sell to any jeweler.
Can do I believe his buckets full of like just gems just laying around?
Sure, make an insight check.
That's a 10.
You think he's genuinely being truthful.
Okay.
Can I do one just to double check?
Sure, I'll allow you to make an insight check.
Can Forkatron do one too?
No.
No?
Absolutely
He can
not.
wi- What? Come on, he's got a skill sheet.
She's like 2 days old and he's like trying to incite people.
13 after the -2.
13, you think he's genuinely truthful about the buckets of diamonds. The buckets of gems.
All right. Well,
May
I
I
like how you
ask-
said diamonds. I like how he said it's diamond, guys. I can't lie.
May I ask the merchant a question?
Sure, ask him.
So, what exactly did these people like die from?
Well,
Did the survivors say anything?
Well, according to the stories of what we've procured, it is rumored that the Doer God reminding so much that monsters summon coming out of the ground. You know, depending on what you ask, they say dragon, sometimes they say other bug creatures, sometimes just things that don't even make sense. They're all really conflicting of what exactly they mine. But the story is consistent that they mined so much that creatures popped out and basically rendered the mine basically full of workers, well, dead. Hence, that's why it was closed off and sealed away.
Well, what do you guys think? You like the deal or
I
not?
think it's a solid deal. So we keep whatever we find, and then you guys get the say of what's left. And
Yes.
then we
We
make
get
a deal on that. Okay.
Yes,
we
and
get
of-
a 20
Seems reasonable.
Yes, and of course, guys will get a percentage of our profits from the mining, of course.
And would we
25%.
be able to whatever gems we find? Would you be willing to purchase them off us when we bring them back?
Perhaps, but unfortunately, we have other matters to attend to. But however, if you are going to the Artificer Sanctum, there is a bunch of jewelers there that would happily pay
See.
good coin for your jewels.
Okay. And
Real
are you
quick.
going to? Sorry, are you going to be here for a while, or do you live in the area? Or are you
We'll
just
be
passing
here for the
through?
next 2 days or so, depending on how the process of our deals are. At this point, you've been noticing that this man has been on a sending stone the whole time, just going back and forth, trying to make it deals. He says, well, guys, we got an issue. What's the issue? They want us over towards Gideon's by sunset tomorrow. And he goes, oh, fuck. That means we gotta spend the whole day tracking there. Yes, of course. Well, tell you what. Let's do this. Let's write a contract, and by curiosity, do any of you have any sending stones? Source says, yes, I do. Oh, perfect. Brother, if I may borrow your sending stone, he says, oh, yes, of course. Send a sending stone, the sending stone's touch, a magical glyph activates. He says, now you guys will be able to freely communicate to us. So therefore, you don't have to come and find us afterwards.
Could we, by chance, like, remember last time how we made a holy contract with the, Can we do that again?
You're gonna try and
What? I'm gonna get burned on a deal here, man.
Well, you know what? If that's what you want to do, I would not want to bring Micah's name into this. But if that's what you choose to do,
Hey, he's your god. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
I would not want to invoke his wrath on anybody else just for the sake of gold.
All right, all
Guys,
right.
what if it's a dragon?
It's not a dragon. They come up out of the ground. People are being stupid.
Alrighty.
Probably.
And he's like, very well, then we accept on these terms?
I think
I
they're.
think I do.
fair.
I stick out my hand to shake, and
Alright, he says, well, the shaking of the hand would be a genuine gesture. We shall do it after contracts are signed, of course. We do need this in writing. A
you're
deal
not-
like this
okay.
does require writing.
Oh, that's fine.
Hmm.
That's fine.
At this point, he tells the other brother to write up a contract. It takes him about 5 to 6 minutes and hands you guys the contract. And you see that as you guys are looking at the contract, you do see that for the most part, it does contain what you all agreed to. In exchange for clearing out the mine, you guys would be able to, and after communicating to the brothers that the mine is cleared out, and after confirmation that it is cleared out, that you guys would be able to obtain percentage of all profits from mining and from the mine after labor costs, travel costs, etc. And then there's also a clause there that says upon clearing out the mine, you guys are, what's the legal term I'm looking for? You guys are able to, well, for the lack of not having proper legal language of contracts, you get quote unquote first dibs on any gems while clearing the mine.
Can I do perception on the contract? Make sure there's nothing like a devil, like nothing to bite me in the butt later.
You look at the contract thoroughly. There's no like, the fine details type of shtick. You could tell that this was written in the span of 8 minutes. A simple contract.
Did all three of them sign it?
They are waiting for your guys' signature.
All right. I think is that it?
Yeah, I think that is. I appreciate. Yeah, I'll sign. I would sign.
Yeah, I'll sign it too.
All right, Sora and Gorash will sign.
I'll sign it too.
Darhana, would you like to sign
Hmm.
it?
I guess.
Okay.
yeah,
Afterwards, all three brothers sign it. Says, "There we go. Now that it is in proper writing." At this point, they put in a scroll, and then they seal it. And then when they seal it, you hear a locking mechanism, and then a magical glyph goes off in the mechanism. He says, "Very well. Now that the deal is cleared, just let us know on the sending stone when you guys clear the mine. Afterwards, we'll send some mercenaries to confirm, along with getting rid of any potential squatters after the fact. And then afterwards, we shall communicate further as far as profits."
Before you go, let us have a cheers to newfound wealth and business and stuff.
Oh,
And
of course, of course.
I pull out a jug of dwarven ale and pour us all a cup.
Sure. Your guys are able to pour yourselves all at least a half a cup. And he goes, "To this fine partnership."
Indeed, cheers.
All right.
Cheers.
And you all drink.
Salute.
Everyone make Constitution saving throws on the dwarven ale.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll make one for the brothers too.
Constitution checks?
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Save
I'm
it.
not
Ooh.
gonna count it, but my dice, it has like an inner area where I throw the dice and an outer area where I keep them in. It landed in the outside part with a nat 20. I'm not gonna count it, but Jesus Christ.
I got a 1. I got a
19.
natural 1.
All right. After the -2?
22.
Okay. Gotcha. And then Darhana, what you roll? A nat 1. Oh no.
I got a nat 1. I got a nat 1
Darhana's
too.
negative. Wait,
Yeah.
Darhana's -1.
So I have a +2 Constitution.
And you
And I
have a
rolled a
-2. So you have a
So I have
-1.
-2 and +2 at the same time.
So they cancel out, so it is a normal one.
It's just a 1.
So
Both of you get
so-
hammered off.
Soar and Womack, you take the liquor and you're like, oh damn, this is some harsh stuff. The next thing you know, Darhana is shit-faced drunk, Gorash is shit-faced drunk, but Sanctus just passes out from the door. He's like, oh, this is some good ale. You see the brothers, they're getting half drunk. They're like, oh damn, this is dwarven ale. Damn, this is a good drink for a new partnership.
Christ, they fucking
go-
knocked them all out.
He goes, all right, brothers, I think it's time to find an inn somewhere. Yes, let us go.
I was saying that, are they going to be able to walk to the inn? Are they going to be okay?
They're walking to the inn perfectly fine. So
All right. I mean, who got knocked out?
Me, Momac.
Sanctus, Gorash, and Darhana.
All right.
Hey,
So-
I have an idea.
What?
We should go take some money from people.
Hey, you're drunk. Shut up.
You know, your dog's really good at it.
Can I,
Like-
can I knock him out?
Sure. You
Him
do
to shut up.
You do so.
All right. I put him on Forkatron's back, and I'll take someone else on mine.
You
And
can
who
probably
are we?
take Gorash on your shoulders, and then Sora will
Alright.
guide you, Darhana, to the inn.
And by the way, carrying capacity 210 pounds on
Yeah,
that
you're
dog.
fine.
So they
You're fine,
should
bro.
be able to- Okay. I'm just make sure.
I understand. Alrighty. Now we get to the end. Half of you guys are shit-faced drunk, could barely move. She goes, You see the dwarven innkeeper lady goes, "Oh, I see. It seems like you guys have had a long, tough night." And she jumps on the table to meet your height, Momac.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
Carrying everybody.
She goes, "Well,
Uh,
there's plenty of sleep here unless you want some privacy upstairs amongst the 2 floors."
Yeah, we'll take one private room. They're asleep. They're not gonna care if it's cramped.
All right, well, for the private rooms, it's 5 gold pieces per room.
All right, well, Sanctus is asleep, right?
Yes, he is KO'd and is kind of like saying nonsense once in a while.
I grabbed 5
Momac,
pieces of gold out of his purse.
you're my best friend, Momac.
I grabbed. Can I grab 5 pieces of gold out of his pocket?
Hey,
So I
hey,
know you are.
Hey,
I know you
hey.
are.
Hey.
All right, you place on a table. She goes, "Very well." Gives you a key. It's going to be upstairs. You can take any of the rooms upstairs on the 2nd or 3rd floor. Your choice.
Make sure to remove that 5 gold.
Alrighty.
All
Buy
right,
me
I
a
think we're all
drink
just gonna go
first.
sleep. Oh, shut up! Didn't I knock you out?
Alright. Darhana, would you rather prefer to sleep privately or sleep amongst the commoners?
Darhana?
Hello?
And she's dead.
Uh-oh.
Am I muted?
Oh,
Oh
I
no.
see.
We
Would
can
you
hear
like to
now.
sleep amongst the commoners or would you like to sleep in a private room?
I'm shit faced. What do I care?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They're not gonna notice.
Darhana and Gorash kind of like sleep in separate bunks nearby here. Soar would probably go along with you to ensure that Sanctus is alright.
No, I want that. Let's dance, everybody. Let's dance. Woo woo.
I knocked you out, man.
Alright, let
I
me
got a +3 constitution.
So-
Carry him upstairs. I'm carrying him upstairs.
Alright, hold on. Let me just reveal the rest. So, the upstairs for both the 2nd and the 3rd floor is practically the same. The question is, which floor do you want to put Sanctus on?
I'll put him in the same room as me, and I'll just sleep on the door so he can't open it and get out.
Fair enough.
I'm there just like flashing, like using
Alright.
the light.
At this point, you can move your tokens to this side, to the 2nd floor token around the stairway. As you guys go upstairs, you hear one of the rooms, like, a lot of noises going on. Basically a lot of lovemaking going on in one of the rooms.
Jesus Christ.
God, I wish that was me.
I mean, me too, but I didn't say it. Can I roll perception?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I roll perception to see which if I can
You do
figure out
not
which
need
one
to.
is?
It is clearly coming from this room over here.
I'm gonna just walk.
Can I look
over
through the
it
door
and
crack?
And just be like, woo woo, get it, yeah. Woo,
I
woo.
knocked you out. Shut up, for the love of God.
Sora kind of guides you, Sanctus, away from the door.
Can hey, buddy, go peek through the crack. Let me know if there's anything valuable in there.
He goes in. He's trying to sniff amongst the door, and then he's just smelling, the smell of lovemaking. We'll say that.
Oh,
That's awful.
it is awful. Oh, what's lovemaking? Does it smell like money or no?
No, it doesn't seem like.
Okay. All right. Can we pick a room to take?
Yeah, you can pick any room. It's fine.
I am taking the one farthest away. I'm not being near that fucking shit.
Alright, that would probably be the 3rd floor. If you technically want to be further away.
I mean, we had to walk by the 2nd floor anyway, so we would have heard it anyway.
Sure. Alrighty. You open this door. You see that it is a queen-size bed with a chest and a desk and a window.
All right, everybody in. And I just throw him on the bed and say, Forkatron, lay on top of him, keep him from moving.
And then Forkatron just sits on top of you, Sanctus. Don't worry, I'll detach you.
That's fine.
And then I'll sleep in front of the door. It's kind of weird though.
Okay.
So I'm like on the door.
Sor will grab a sleeping bag and we'll just lay down on the floor.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Also, can I? All right. So I was wondering. I have a ability. Where is it? The right tool for the job.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make any set of non-magical artisan's tools. Is there any sort of mining tools, like a pickaxe or something? Maybe grab some extra gems when we get to the mine.
I will look that up, and I'll let you know as we continue playing. I'll look that up during the break. How about that?
All right.
Alrighty. It's the next day. You guys long rest.
All right. That's one level of exhaustion gone.
Yep. So now you and Darhana now only have a -1 to D20 rolls. A minor inconvenience.
Indeed.
You guys all wake up. Sanctus, you're waking up from a massive hangover with Forkatron sitting on top of you.
Jesus.
Fuck did you give me? I'm sorry.
I gave you something good. Stop bitching and moaning.
Oh boy. Okay. Listen, this is literally how I felt last Sunday. So. Oh.
I wake up saying, "What the fuck? Where am I?"
Darhana's like, I don't know. You are laying down on the floor. What seems like to be a pre-made sleeping bag. It seems, Darhana, and this halfling woman comes over and says, "Oh, honey, you were drinking a lot last night, but don't worry, your friends brought you back home safe."
Darhana.
What?
Should I try to feed him another cup of ale?
Yes.
Your ale is all gone at this point. It was only enough. It was only enough for 2 people, and you split it amongst yourselves and the dealers. So.
You didn't steal any in Forkatron's belly?
No.
Oh no! Those are all there. It was just like straight rations. Was there any alcohol included in this ration?
No. Alrighty, but nonetheless, you guys wake up.
All right.
Yeah, I'll prestidigitation the smell away from myself, and whatever vomit is left over on the floor will get
Sure, you
cleaned
do
up.
so.
Ew. But you wish that you had that IRL, huh?
Yeah,
Alright.
I would.
Wanna grab I'm done. No point in grabbing breakfast. I'd rather just give everybody a ration. Wait. No. Let's get breakfast. I'm gonna go stack up more. I'm gonna go stack more up. Let's go downstairs.
Alrighty. Alrighty. You guys all go downstairs. You guys can move your tokens to this other board.
Before we do that, I stuff my bag of holding down his throat.
Sure, you do so.
Sorry for control.
Alrighty. So you guys go downstairs. You see that while downstairs, you see Sor seems like to be communicating someone on the other line with Ascending Stone.
Hey, Sor, who's on the side of Ascending Stone there?
Oh, that was Selma. She wanted to know. She wanted me to give her the Ascending Stone to talk to Gorash about something. Give me 1 second. And then Gorash, recovering from her stubbornness, gives her the Ascending Stone. You see Gorash talking like, "Oh, come on, really? It started tomorrow? You sure?" But I have so... You can't really hear what on the other side of the Sending Stone. It's basically like a cell phone. You can only hear Gorash's responses.
He's got it on speaker.
At this point, you see a somber look take over Gorash's face, and Sor is giving back the Sending Stone. And the Gorash says, "Well, guys, I got some bad news. Apparently, I forgot that Bard College starts tomorrow, and Salma was telling me that I have to get ready for class tomorrow. I completely forgot. I'm sorry."
So you're just gonna up and leave us?
Well,
Again?
I throw up on her shoes.
Oh.
I clean it off.
She goes, I'm sorry. I really want to go on this adventure with you guys, but I traveled from the West Continent over to here just so I could expand my barding. And all I really want is to share music with the world, and that's my dream. And as much as I want to join you guys into this mining expedition, I gotta prioritize my barding over this. I'm sorry.
No, it's absolutely understandable. Are you going to be okay to travel on your own?
Yeah, Sama was telling me that I told her where I was, and to be honest, she wasn't quite happy. So I gotta make a track down the mountain, but I should see Salma down there by the end of the day, and she'll transport me to the college.
All right, well, just remember, we ran past those orcs just yesterday, so just be careful.
They're probably gone at this point.
Oh,
Is anybody else's mouth really dry?
Are we talking IRL?
No.
No.
You say IRL, I'll be like, holy shit, yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say yeah. It was. It is.
But she
guys-
says, but I know you guys will be fine. I hope you guys have a bunch of fun, and hope you guys make some riches. I know that all of us will after this job's done. But take care, and if you ever stop by the college, just say hello.
Yeah, and feel free to check in whenever if you need to go out in the field and you want some help. Just let us know.
Of course, I'll let you know. All right. See you guys. It was nice hanging with you. And then she will then leave, thus becoming an NPC.
Bye.
What a bot, yo. All right. Well, let's go get some breakfast.
Go get breakfast and just head out, right?
Yeah,
Does
some
that sound
brekkie.
like a deal? Yeah.
Stock up.
I
Again.
can't eat right now.
I love that greasy bacon and eggs. I guess they don't have bacon or eggs here. Well, all right.
Probably have
Alright.
eggs. It's like a farm town.
Yeah, it's true.
Bacon just might be a little rough because the meat shortage.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So, just to kind of speed things up here, you guys go back to where you were, grab a nice, good breakfast, eat it up. You guys would like to go to the store for anything? You do realize that they have, it seems like to be a weapon shop and a general store. Would you like to go to any of those places before moving on?
Well, real quick, can I do like sleight of hand? See if I got any rations? Is there any type of roll I can make? Or are
They recognize you from last night, so they're only gonna force you to give one plate, one for you and one for Forgatron, but that's it.
All right, I take my bag of holding out of Forgatron's mouth.
It's not the first rodeo with artificers.
What were the stores again? You said general.
Let me show you the map, because this will probably be the last time I'll show this map for a while.
Okay.
So you guys are basically amongst the tents where you guys were eating. There is the smithy and there is the general store. They very unimaginative names, I know, but I don't think there's like name branding in this town would need. So
Where do you think we would go to get like pickaxes and stuff for like mining?
probably at the smithy.
Oh, real quick, I looked up some tools. Okay. I saw jeweler's tools, and that was kind of there's mason's tools.
I would say Mason's tools would probably be the closest thing to mining tools. I would say.
Would
would-
that work?
Yeah, it would make sense. Mason's used to like stone, like shaped rock and what have you. So I could argue that you can do it so with mining. So I'll allow.
All right. Well, I don't think we need pickaxes then. If I got one already.
Okay, yeah, that's fine by me.
Alright.
If that's what
I
you got.
mean, want to go check the stores out anyway, real quick?
What do they got at the general store?
Items.
All right. We'll go to the general store first, then the smithy.
Yep.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, you guys go to the general store.
So as we're walking there, I want to talk to Momac real quick and be like, so following up on this gem deal, do we want to tell anybody else that we cleared out this mine, or do we just want to leave it for ourselves?
No, I don't think we draw attention to ourselves, to be
That's what I was
honest.
thinking. It's like even if we make it to the Artificer's Sanctum, we might have to
Yeah.
spread out where we ditch those gems.
Well,
So that way
put them in
they
the
don't
bag of
draw
holding.
attention. Well, I'm
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
like if we get them and we take them to the Sanctum, and we want to sell them,
Oh yeah, bit by
we
bit.
gotta
Yeah, yeah.
like kind of spread them out so that way they don't ask them, hey, where'd you get these bunch of gems at, right?
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
good thinking.
makes sense. Yep.
Can I roll perception? Do I have to just see what all is lying around?
You do not need to. This seems to be like a basic general store. Immediately at the front, you see what seems like to be a bunch of foods. Some of the halfling women seems to be grabbing some food for dinner. You also see like these halflings really trying to grab as much potatoes as they can gather. You also see a halfling couple grabbing some berries. Other than the food that you immediately see, you also see what seems like to be a pile of commoners' clothes. You also see what seems like to be a bunch of a backpack along with a bunch of water skins. Other than that, you do also seem like you see a bunch of rope. You see a variety of tools at the sides, along with some books. And you see what seems like to be a man who clearly seems like to be the owner of this establishment, sitting among the desk, looking amongst everyone here.
Can I go up to
Ooh.
the owner and ask about the books, perhaps?
Sure,
Hello,
Can I get
owner.
the rope with the hook on it?
sure. You would like to purchase a grappling hook?
Yes.
Alrighty, cool.
First, I fall off the cliff again.
Okay.
Uh,
That makes sense.
owners. What's the owner's name?
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Equipment. Just like I'm just gonna bring up the equipments tab just so that I'm prepared here. Just go down to
Also,
here.
just to clarify, I've seen sometimes in like a game I watched before, there was like they sometimes hid in stores items with hidden magical properties. Can I roll Arcana? You know, I doubt it.
You can, as an artificer, you can pretty much assume that there's no magical properties in any of the items they sell.
All right, making sure.
All right, so you go up to the owner.
Hey, sir, what's your name? Sorry, apologies.
My name is Ian. Ian Highfoot.
Momac, Night Drifter, and this here's Forkatron. I just want to ask you a question. What books do you have in store by chance?
Well, I got basic leisure books. Other than that, I do have some books on farming. I also have some books of lore and the like. But that is most of the books that we carry here. Just mainly leisure books, lore books, and farming books.
Lore, you say? What do you mean by lore?
Depends on which types of history or knowledge you're looking for.
Would you happen to have any? Actually, no. It's well.
Looking for a book specifically.
I'm looking up real quick. Artisans tools, because I don't think alchemist kit and stuff like that is included. Oh no, it is. All right. No, I'm not really interested in anything then, because
Is there anything that you have that's special that you're not advertising? That's not set out for the common person.
No. Usually, whatever I have is what I got.
Okay, so we're going to be heading into the mountains a little bit deeper, maybe into some caves, doing some mining. Is there anything that you recommend that we pick up before we head out? We're kind of new to this, and we got tasked to go do some spelunking. If you don't,
Depends. Hops off, walks around. It walks around this.
no.
It depends.
No.
Where are you guys heading off to exactly?
We're heading to the Artificer's Sanctum, but we're gonna be going through some rough parts.
Ah, I see. Perhaps I could sell you a map to help you better navigate to the area. He goes over here and he looks at he pulls like a scroll out of here. He goes, yep, this seems to be it. He says, for this map here, I could give it off for about 10 gold pieces. It's a map of all the settlements nearby. It's the most recent one. It shows you clear paths towards it, along with some caves along the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take that. And I'm thinking more along the lines of like gear, as far as I'm not too familiar with this, but would it make sense for us to, I've got some rope and some basic stuff. Is there anything that the miners usually come in and pick up?
Well, you guys got water skins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we start
You
with.
guys got rations?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can always.
He's kind of scratching his head. So you got like
I don't
basic
have any water
equipment gear?
You should have started with one.
Yeah, you should have had one.
Yeah, it should be in your starting equipment.
My bad.
It's all good. Ian then says, well, it seems like you guys got most of the basic stuff. Do any of you have any trouble seeing in the dark?
I have dark vision, so not me.
No, I got some magic for that. What about tents? Do you have tents here?
I do have tents. He goes over here, grabs he goes, well, I got 2-person tents. And how many of there are you?
There's
Well,
4.
Sanctus.
Yeah.
I don't think we waste the money on that because, first of all, if we buy the map, he said there's caves along the way which we can rest in, and Tyler said it's only going to take like a day to get down there, or the dwarf said that, right?
Yep.
I don't think we waste.
I'm thinking just like if you ever need to camp outside, which we have done in the past, we've been lucky that we've had like places to rest. I think a tent would keep us from drawing more attention if we had enough of them, but
like dragons
or goblins that we got ambushed by. the one night when we had the cart. You know, I thinking of the safety of you guys.
I mean, a little piece of cloth isn't gonna do much. I feel like it would actually impede our hearing, if anything.
Yeah.
Alright.
Did you guys
I'm
hear
saying,
the
if you
tale
if
of
you
like a tent-shaped bear? He ate it whole.
All right.
yeah, but yeah, I don't think a tent's gonna do much. No.
He comes
Okay,
out with
alright.
like 2 tents. He says, "Well, I got 2 tents here. It's big enough to fit 2 people per tent. So,
Well, I'm gonna buy one for myself. How about that? You can sit and sleep in the rain, Momac. All right.
I'm a gla- I lived on a mountain for 17 years. Okay, I can
Yeah,
live in the fucking wild.
enjoy
well,
pneumonia.
this tent is gonna cost you about 3 gold pieces for 1 tent.
Okay, I'll take the map and the tent.
All right,
Momac,
so that.
have fun.
So,
All right, so you give him
Getting lost.
13 gold pieces for the
Yeah.
map and the tent.
Tyler, one question real quick.
Yes.
I see jeweler's tools are a thing,
Mm-hmm.
and my ability, if I craft the tools, I'm proficient with them.
Mm-hmm.
But I was wondering, because we're probably gonna get gems out of this, would there be any benefit to perhaps looking for a book on gem cutting, polishing, anything of the sort, if I'm already gonna be proficient with it?
I would say it could help you with such task. I would say if Ian would have a book of that.
Would you happen to have perhaps a gem polishing book or a cutting book or refining book of the sort?
That's a good question. Let me check over here. He goes over here. He has to hop in his little ladder, climbs up it. He goes, yes, I do actually. And he pulls out basically a beginner's guide to gem cutting, identifying, and what have you. He says, for this, I could probably let it go for about 15 gold pieces.
Hmm. Could you do 12 on it? We just bought a 10 off you too.
Oh no, I
Oh,
bought
okay.
the tent.
Shut up. You're
I
not.
think
Hey, bro,
he
if
need-
you're really worried about it, I got you.
No, come on.
I seem to be a little bit lighter on the purse strings right now, so
Wonder why. That's a little odd.
Alrighty.
All right, I'll pay 13 or 15.
He says, I'll do 13 gold. How about that? That'll be my final offer.
Deal.
All right, you give him 13 gold, and he gives you a book. Basically, if you are able to identify gem's worth or gem knowledge, or if you are trying to try to like use the book to assist you in like crafting like stuff out of gems, I'll give you a +3 bonus to your roll.
Okay. What's it weigh? What should I put?
An average weight of a book, I guess.
Okay, we'll just put like 3 pounds.
Yeah, we'll say that. So you are given this book. He says, Can I assist you guys in anything further?" At this point, you see the group of halflings come. It's like, "Hey, Ian, we would like to buy a bunch of potatoes. We need them for potato mash, potato salad, potato,
Chips?
rusted
Potato
potatoes,
chips?
all that sort." You see them all carry like sacks of potatoes, and
Alright,
Ian
these
goes,
people are...
"Well, if you unless you don't need anything else, I guess I have to attend to these guys folk here."
These
Thank you
people are
very much.
special, ma'am. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah,
Darhana,
what's up with those potatoes? They got crack in them or something?
I'm the goddamn loony bin over here.
Darhana, would you like to purchase a grappling hook?
Hell yeah, I do.
The grappling hook will cost you as soon as I
5,000 gold.
No, it'll cost you 2 gold pieces.
Swag.
All right, so you give him 2 gold. He gives you a grappling hook. You can have a grappling hook to your inventory. And this,
Okay.
as he gives you the grappling hook, as you walk away, he says, "Oh, there's so much things you could do with them. You could boil them, cut them. You can't eat them
my
raw. You could put them in the oven." And then Ian, you can see, has the face of being annoyed as you guys leave.
I slam the door open and run.
Okay, Bubba Gump, let's
I'm
go.
getting out of here.
Alrighty.
I mean, he's kind of right about those potatoes.
I like potatoes, man. But
Jesus.
I
if
don't-
you guys ever watch Lord of the Rings, you get the reference.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go to the smithy, right?
Do we need to
Yeah.
go to the smithy? Do
I
we
mean,
need
I don't,
anything?
but I figured we'd go just double check.
I don't think I need anything. I don't have money to buy anything.
Can we just walk in real
Wait a
quick?
minute,
Just
gotcha. What
Yeah,
a minute, do.
You walk in.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
be
got
real
a map.
quick.
All right. The smithy. Boom. All right. I'm gonna put your token on here, Momax, since you're the only one going in, and I'll put Forgatron with you too.
All right, I'm rolling perception, real quick. Okay.
For what?
Just seeing what's in the store.
You do not need to roll perception for what you see in the store. There's no need. What you see is basically a weapon shop. You see that there's a bunch of tools, small arms like daggers, short swords, clubs. You see a mannequin that has like some studded leather armor on it. Other than that, you do see what seems like to be some crossbows along with some bolts. You see a bunch more short swords, clubs, sickles, what have you. But unlike other blacksmiths you've been to, this one actually has a small lounging area, which is pretty
All right,
neat. And other than that, you do... Well, hold on, let me finish.
I'm trying to get out of here lickety split. All right.
But other than that, you do also see like to be 2 halfling blacksmiths just like putting bare minimum, and you see this guy seems like to be counting some coin. He goes, "Oh, welcome to the smithy. How may I assist you?"
I'm just looking around. I'll let you know if I need anything.
Very well, I'm here.
All right, can I roll Arcana? Is there any like light magical items or anything?
You look around and you see that most of these items here don't have a lot of magical property. Just for you being an artificer and a magic crafter, you know that these things aren't magical in whatever way. However, you do realize that, you know, some of the weapons here are a bit more higher quality than the average blacksmith.
What quality we're talking? Like +1, +2?
Mainly +1 for the most part.
Not really that interested. I don't want to waste the time. I'm just gonna walk out.
All right, you walk out. And to kind of speed things forward, you guys leave the town of Striden and you spend most of the day tracking down, going down towards the mountain. Very uneventful. For a couple of instances, you see some like flying humanoid individuals, which you guys recognize as Eric Cochran, but you get a sense that they're not really bothering anyone. They're just like at the tippy tops of the mountain doing their own thing. Other than that, you do see what seems like to be, as the day is slowly closing, what seems like to be a cave entrance right over here. And according to the map that you gathered, Sanctus, and based on the storytelling of the map, this seems like to be the entrance to Blackfoot's mine.
Okay. Real quick. Can I pick up 3 rocks? Real quick, can I do that?
Yeah. You pick up 3
Real
rocks.
quick. I'm gonna use 3 magical tinkering real quick, and on all 3 of them, 5-foot radius of light.
Sure. Easily.
And then we're gonna walk into the cave, and I'm going to lightly roll them in.
You roll them in. You see that the cave goes down deeper and deeper. You could tell that there was some foot traffic here, but it's not like recent or what have you. You get the feeling that people might have been through here in the past, but at the moment you could tell that it goes deeper and deeper.
Okay. Well, I don't want to get ambushed, so I'm just gonna keep using these rocks and just clearing out like 15 feet at a time.
Sure.
I have the light that I can just cast, and I think it
All right, yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just whatever.
Whatever, man.
That's a
Whatever
20-foot
works.
radius sphere.
I'm not getting
so-
jumped here, okay? I'm not getting jumped. Wait, I got dark vision. I'm dumb.
Saying
Sword-
this is a kid holding a flashlight in front of Dad's car.
God damn it! I got
Sword
dark
does
vision.
not have dark vision, though.
No,
what
he
I
does not.
remember.
All right. Can I roll deception on sword and tell him this is a magical rock? Okay, hold this and it'll give you protection. And just hand him a light rock.
He says, "You do know that I'm a magic user, right?"
I know, but no, it's a special rock. Okay.
He kind of like
It'll
raises an
protect you.
eyebrow and takes the rock. He uses it and light projects at it.
All right, that's all.
Alrighty. You guys go into the cave, and at this point, we are going to take a break as you guys begin your first dungeon crawl. So, we
Ooh.
will be right back, and we'll be back soon, guys. So,
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Cool. No one heard that conversation. So, alrighty, we're back. Alrighty.
All right.
So, you guys are gonna go. You guys, as you guys are going down into mine, it's constantly descending. You guys are seeing like past like molded wood and what have you to indicate how old it is. Probably at least 100 years old or such to indicate just how old. And keep in mind, the year is 176 after creation. So, you know, it's been there for at least 100 years to kind of put it into scope of age. But as you go down, you see like some cobwebs and what have you, with the combination of the light spell, both from you, Sanctus, and the light spells from you, Momac. You guys are able to get to what seems like to be a crossway, a path that goes left, a path that goes right, that seems to be blocked by cobwebs. I will say, for Avrith, just because she's a new player, this is the first dungeon crawl. You guys can explore the dungeon as much as you like and what have you, and then depending on the circumstance of the dungeon, you might have to do some things to get past here, but most dungeons are usually you get through it, and once you get through it, you're good. This is a good chance to possibly level up, depending on how you guys do, along with getting some cool shit, and possibly learning more about the world. However, these types of dungeon crawls are dangerous, as it could hold dangerous monsters, and you don't know what lurks beyond each corner. And I would say, since you guys have concentrated light, you can see everything in color. Now, if you're in an area where there's like little to no light concentration, obviously your dark vision will go through, but dark vision only allows you to see brief moments of darkness. It's not night vision goggles. It's more like you could kind of see in front of you in grayscale.
Yeah.
So with that being in mind, the floor is yours. You're at a crossroads. That's it. We're covering cobwebs.
Right.
What would you like to do?
First things first. I'm gonna send him up here, and he has 60-foot dark vision.
Okay. Are you
And then
able
I'm
to
gonna-
see through him?
No, but I'm gonna have him come back and like whimper if you saw like a mob or something. Like anyway.
Right. No communication to indicate after it looks through it to that area.
So he doesn't see anything over there.
Nope.
Do you want to go through there first, or do you want to peek around and see what's here real quick too?
We're there. Why not? Just let's go down. Take a
Okay.
take a right and just start walking the way. So how heavy are these cobwebs? Do we need to like to cut through them? Do we need to like burn through 'em, do you think,
For
or-
these cobwebs, it's not hard. You just like pull. It does show some resistance, but it's not dramatic in a way where it's like, oh, we need to cut them down. But you're easily able to pull some of it down. And as you pull down the cobwebs, you see this as I reveal bits of the map. And this is how I normally do it. I just reveal parts of the map as you guys go through them. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that should be better. I'll just look from your guys' perspective. Yep, cool. All right, you guys clear the cobwebs, and you see clearly racks of what seems like to be rusted pickaxes all around. You guys get the feeling this is where most equipment was. There's a lot more cobwebs, more than what you've been going through as you are descending. And again, as you're going to progress through this, you're constantly descending. Other than that, you do see like a larger pile of cobwebs over here, much more larger, but it seems like a bit more thicker too.
All right.
Do these like pickaxes look like usable, or does it look like they like if you swung them against the? You know what? I'm just gonna pick one up and hit it against the wall, see if it does anything.
As soon as it hits the wall, it shatters. You can tell that these are quite old. Again, this is probably a 100-year-old mine, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Is there any gems in here?
You can
Currently?
tell that there are no gems, just cobwebs.
All right. What? Can I roll perception? I don't want to like. There's a spider on the roof and we didn't see him.
Sure, make
know,
a
I don't-
perception check.
Just in case. Just in case.
Sure.
And
Uh,
Doing that
30,
type of
20.
thing could assist you in this. You see no
30, 20.
spiders in this room.
Okay. And there's no other mobs or anything, right?
Nope.
All right. Just continue through, right? I don't
Alright.
have any.
I'm
other
scared.
That's what dungeon crawling's all about. Alrighty. You see a big, thick path just covered in web. A lot more thicker than what you just cleared out.
There's nothing like in the web, right? Hiding.
Make a perception check, Womack.
I have dark vision. You suck.
I
Nat
expect
20.
You clearly you see like 1-2 little spiders in the web walking amongst, but nothing too dangerous that you can see.
Does anybody
Alright.
have fire?
Yeah, I don't want to shoot the musket and give.
I think
I
I
would
might
want-
have like a torch.
If we have a torch or something, can we just like burn some of these away? See if we can.
Sure.
I got something in my
Would-
bag.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Torch. Yeah.
Alrighty. Darhana pulls out a torch, lights it, and is able to burn away most of the path here.
All right.
Oh, I have one too. Okay.
Let me show you what you guys see here in a sec. You guys see this
Ew.
bit. I'm not going to reveal until you get in. You burn away
I
most of
don't
this
like
web
it.
that is shown on the screen.
All right. There's still rocks and stuff
Wait, I
around.
want to
there,
like,
right?
yeah, I want to hear, like, listen to see if I hear anything coming from like the whatever we see. Like, if it kind of looks like it opens up a little bit, so I'm gonna I just want to see if I hear anything.
Sure.
Real quick, I'm gonna pick up 3 stones and just use magical thinking and imbue them with the most foul-smelling odor you've ever seen, like a septic tank.
Sure.
I
Maybe
thought you
it'll
were gonna
distract-
throw them.
Maybe it'll distract the boss. I don't know.
All right, you
I
throw
got-
it in there, and there's a putrid sting filling up this entire room.
Does
I got
anything react?
Well, what do you
Just
roll in your
a-
perception check? Sanctus?
21.
21. You hear
Ooh.
like little taps, like all of them seems like to be coming from the ceilings and wall, like.
I
Guys.
have dark vision. How tall are the ceilings?
Yeah. How? Yeah.
Do I need to calculate the hypotenuse of a triangle?
It's the room you're currently in is 8 feet tall.
Okay, so it's pretty low.
Well,
So if I
What?
go to this entrance, am I able to see up?
Yeah, you're able to see up. You see it's a little bit bigger, like 10 feet. You perceive this room to be.
So,
Should I-
Momek, I hear some skittering. I think there's something in here. Can we
Musket?
try to sneak in, or like just
Ah.
to peek in?
Yeah, that's you. I have disadvantage on
I
stuff.
have +3 animal handling, so I could probably try to figure out what it is.
gonna-
Well, that might be nature.
Yeah,
actually.
so if you want to decipher like what that could be, you could make a nature check.
Didn't we
Ah.
kill 2 smaller spiders?
Well, I assume there's spider webs everywhere, so I imagine we're gonna run into some type of spider.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we have antitoxin on this?
What'd you roll on your nature check, Darhana?
Oh, sorry. I
Oh.
got a. It's loading.
It's all good. Just remember to -1 the result.
16.
16. Those definitely sound like larger sounds. It seems like to be like a spider, like walking amongst the ceiling, but it seems to be louder than the. Obviously, you could barely hear like a spider like walk around, but these sound like larger spiders. You presume.
Giant enemy spider.
Do you want to go and make a stealth check, Sanctus?
why don't you send your puppy in there?
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah. He is dark
lure him
vision
out.
too. Hey, Forkatron. Go in there and run back
Wait,
immediately.
Wait, before you do that, I'm gonna cast light on him
Okay.
and see.
I'm just give him a rock. Oh,
because mine gives
Okay.
40 foot or basically 40 feet of light.
okay. That'll light up the whole room, basically.
Yep.
Well, hopefully.
Man, I
Whatever
could just run in.
No.
You
So-
could, but
It's a dungeon, okay?
Sora
Careful.
says, "I think it's wise to send Forkatron in, just to be sure, Johanna."
I
Or
can,
sacrificing Forkatron instead.
I can make a new one with more forks. We'll go back to Simon's Brewery and grab his
He's
forks.
mad.
make 'em out of.
Humanity.
Hey, you should make them out of these pickaxes here.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
All right.
Dude, you cast light on him, right?
Yep, I cast light on him, and then
All right, Forkatron, try to run back if you can, but bark very loudly if you are in major trouble, okay? And I pet him on the head.
All right. He will lick your face before adventuring in.
Oh, I love you too, and I lick him back.
All right. You.
Run!
Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
as Forkatron goes into the middle, you guys see this. As
Oh, no.
Forkatron lights up this whole area. Go ahead and make a strength saving throw for Forkatron, please.
Okay.
Oh,
So you have. Saving throws, nothing extra.
Oh wait, actually,
No.
don't make the saving throw. I misread.
Oh, okay.
Does
Please
a
don't let the dog
22 hit
die.
Forkatron?
A 22? Yeah, it hits. It hits.
Thank God.
Forkatron goes in, and as it does, all of a sudden, a large web wraps completely around Forkatron, and Forkatron begins to bark in panic.
I book it in.
It's like
All right,
Mars
hold
me
on.
all
Let
over.
me
wait,
let me
what?
let me unattach you. You're good now.
Yeah.
Now
But I
you're good.
just book it.
Oh boy, I guess we're okay. All right, I guess we're doing this.
All right, you're
Roll
going in. You
initiative?
can move your tokens.
Do we roll initiative?
Go ahead and move your tokens. You see Forkatron covered in web, and as you guys are entering the fold, you start to see what seems like to be a giant spider jump down and appear right in front of you guys. Go ahead and roll initiative for me. I already rolled initiative for the spider before the game started.
5.
Wow.
Actually, it'd be 4 because I get the -1.
And we'll say we'll keep this initiative order throughout the remainder of the session, just to make sure we're not rolling initiatives over and over again.
Sorry, which one is initiative again?
It
It's
is.
just a d20 plus your initiative bonus.
Yep, and don't forget to -1 it.
Ew. That's great.
15.
15. And then let me roll for Sora. I'll roll off his character sheet.
Mine is 17.
Did I roll for a Forgatron or does he just go after me?
He'll take the same initiative as you.
Okay.
And then what did you roll for initiative, Darhana?
17.
17. Nice. 1 second here. One moment, please. I'm writing everyone's initiative.
Did Forgatron take any damage, by the way?
No. He just seems to be restrained for the moment.
Does that mean they have advantage on attack rolls?
That is
right?
correct.
Oh.
I want to help Forkatron.
I don't think you can melt him, so if you can just set the webs on fire.
Yeah, with my torch.
You're probably still holding it, to be honest.
1 second.
Maybe you can just
It's
throw
so
it.
true.
Use that as your bonus action to throw it or something.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Start of initiative. Darhana, you are first up. You see Forkatron as you go in, wrapped around completely in web and restrained. I might as well put the restrained sticker on him while I explain this. So you can see it's totally covered web. He is unable to move, and you see a giant spider leap out. Looks like it's going to try to attack Forkatron. What do you do? It's
Hang on,
about
let me see
as
how
big as
far-
Forkatron, just for scale size.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to cast sleep on the spider first, and then bonus action, I want to throw my torch onto the webs to try to free him.
Sure, you can do that. So let's do the sleep spell first. So go ahead and roll 5d8s, and just tell me what the
Alright.
total is.
I'm sorry, I ask this every time.
The
The
D8 looks
is-
like a diamond.
There's multiple that look like a diamond.
Sure.
The third one down, right?
Jesus.
So again, this is a new player, guys, so don't worry too much about it. The D8 is going to be right above the D6 if you're using D&D Beyond. You're going to click that 5 times, and then you're just going to hit roll.
It's not giving me the total.
Give it a second. It's probably running slow. You clicked roll on it after hitting 5 times, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it a second. If you're using multiple dice, it might take a while. Otherwise, alternatively, if you want, I can roll for you if it's being slow on you.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that's okay.
All right, so all of you could see on Sora's character sheet. So I'm just gonna roll on D&D Beyond just to be fair. 25 total. Let me see the health pool of the spider. It does not put the spider to sleep, unfortunately. You try to cast a sleep spell, and it looks like it might be under your trance, but then it just shakes it off. And then you use your bonus action to toss the torch onto Forkatron just to put out the fire. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Okay. Now 1.
1. Good news, you destroy the webs. Bad news, Forkatron takes 1 point of fire damage from the
No.
toss, as the
That's-
flames around the web erupt around him and burn it slightly.
That's good. That's fine. That's fine.
Movement-wise, would you like to do anything, Darhana?
Movement-wise?
Yep.
Can I still do my bardic inspiration, or is that...
You use your
Separate.
bonus action to toss a torch.
Alright, okay, I guess I'll just, like, back off a little bit.
Sure. Oh. There you go. Alrighty. Next, Soars go. Soar shall see that the sleep spell is unaffected. I can't speak. So he shall. He wants to definitely not be in range of these creatures for sure. Alright, so he will have to do 5, 10, 15, 20. Is that in range? It's not. It's 5 feet more than what it's needed. Alright, let me see what else can he do other than spells. Because most of the spells are up close. He has a club, but he has no like ranged abilities. He shall hold a shocking grasp spell if the spiders come near him. That's what he will do. Sanctus, you are up. You see that Sora is preparing a shocking grasp spell.
I'm just gonna blast him with the Eldritch Blast.
Sure, make an
Right
attack roll against the spider.
12 plus 7, 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Big money, 14 damage.
Nice. You deal good damage to it. And does it push it back, or do you not have that feat yet?
It pushes it back.
It hits right against the wall. Alrighty. Anything else you'd like to do?
Are there? So is it just kind of like an open room? There's no like cover or anything I could take.
Nope. You just see a bunch of skeletons and webs, and then.
Okay, I'm just gonna scoot, kind of move a little bit closer, or kind of flank out a little bit. But
Sure. Is that it?
yep, that's it.
Alrighty. So the spider goes now. The spider will do some screeching, and as it does, 2 more spiders appear. You see this spider hop down and will try to chase Sor. As soon as it comes to the attack range, Sor will attack it with a shocking grasp spell. Let me make that attack with shocking grasp. He shall not hit the spider. He will miss, unfortunately. Now, Darhana, you look around and you see that there is a giant spider right above you, and it's gonna spit its webs at you.
Great.
Does a 14 hit you?
A 14?
Yes.
My armor class is 9, so
Oof.
yes.
Oof. Alrighty. So there's a bunch of web covering you right now at this instant. So much so that you're restrained. So you are suffering from a condition. So if you go to your conditions tab and just hit the restrain button, it will show you what you can and can't do. But the sum of it is that you are unable to move, and any attacks you make have disadvantage, and any attacks made against you have advantage, which means you are now easier to hit and you can't move. But if you want to try to escape, you could definitely spend an action to try to get out of it, trying to get out of the spider's web. You could also alternatively attack it if you wish to do so as well, whichever you prefer. But this spider spits its web at you. And then, Sanctus, all of a sudden, coming from this corner here, seems like to be another spider, and it will shoot its web at you.
All right.
I'm assuming it's over a 19 for your AC.
Oh yeah. 19's way over.
You are also restrained.
Oh, good.
And now these spiders will
Okay.
crawl up you. It jumps down from the ceiling and then walks to you, preparing for its bite. It's next to Darhana. You see this spider jump completely on top of you, and it goes. Okay, what is wrong with this restraint sticker? There you go. And it's being ready to bite on its next turn. The one for Sword is gonna try to bite him. I believe that does not hit. For Sword, I'm comparing his armor class. It does not hit Sword. Sword just barely dodges out of the way of the attack. It is now your turn, Womack.
Oh, this is not good.
It is not.
So Forkatron's out.
Yep, he's out of the webbing, and now he's free to move.
Okay. I'm going to take an action and shoot the one on Darhana with my musket.
Okay, I forgot to mention that the spider that got knocked back is going to spend its turn just getting up to Forkatron.
Okay. Let's see. Musket is D20 to hit.
Scared some giant spiders, I see.
9 to hit. Oof.
9 to hit does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright, and I'll use my bonus action to command Forkatron to run over and use his action and his bonus action, 1 to free, try and free.
Okay, so as Forkatron leaves the spider's range, the spider will make an attack of opportunity. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Okay, so it tries to bite Forkatron, but it dodges out of the way. So Forkatron is going to try to free Sanctus.
Yep.
Make a strength check for Forkatron.
Okay. Is it like just a normal check?
It's a DC. It's a strength check.
Okay.
So D20 plus your strength.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it was like a saving throw or...
Nope.
7. Yeesh.
Forkatron tries to rip off the webbing off of Sanctus, but it's not doing him justice. It looks like he's almost sticking, but he unleashes his jaws before getting stick to the web again.
Can I use the bonus action to try again?
For Forkatron?
To try to free Sanctus?
You cannot, unfortunately. Trying to free someone from a restraint condition does require an action.
I don't know if he has anything else to really use a bonus action for. Yeah, no. Not really. I think that's it, to be honest.
Would you like to move?
Nah. Oh, Momac. Maybe like just here, try to kind of stay as far away so I don't get restrained too.
Sure. Cool. Alrighty, top of the initiative. Darhana, you're up. You're covered in web and there's a spider in front of you preparing to bite. What would you like to do?
So does this mean I can't cast any spells?
You can still cast spells. It's just that whenever you cast a spell that would require an attack roll, you'll be rolling 2d20s and taking the lower of the two if it requires an attack roll. Otherwise, you can cast as much spells as you like. Or you can attempt to free yourself from being restrained, whichever you prefer. But you're still able to cast spells.
I'm gonna attack with Thunder Wave.
Okay, so Thunder
This is
Wave.
the first time I've ever used Thunder Wave.
Yep. So Thunder Wave is.
describe it.
Yep. Thunder Wave is good. It's because it doesn't require you to make an attack roll. Instead, the spider has to make. I think it's a strength or con save for Thunder Wave. I keep forgetting.
It's con 12.
Okay, so the spider has to make a DC 12 Constitution save. If he fails, he'll get pushed. It will get pushed back. But regardless whether they'll succeed or fail, they'll still take some damage. It'll depend whether they'll save for half or take the full brunt.
I see.
They will be able
No.
to succeed to withstand the thunder wave. However, they will still take half the damage. So go ahead and roll the damage dice for it, and they'll take half of what you rolled.
Can I describe what my thunder wave looks like?
Of course. What does your thunder wave look like?
So, my eyes start to glow, and I open my mouth as if I'm possessed. All of a sudden, heavy metal pours out of my mouth, and then 9 strikes of lightning come striking down. I got a 12.
All right, so it will take 6 points of thunder damage as you do your heavy metal screech with thunder coming out. The spider withstands its ground, but still taking some brunt of the damage. Alrighty. You still have your bonus action. Would you like to attempt to inspire anyone, or are you good?
I will inspire Momek.
All right. How do you inspire him?
I tell him that he's not a pussy. He can do this.
Alrighty.
Wait, can I say that on Twitch?
Yep, you can say it. I don't care. Alrighty. It's Sora's go. He will position himself right over here, and he shall... see. He's got some sorcery points that he can mess with. See if any of them will help in this instance. 1 second. Sorry if I'm taking a little long for Sora's character sheet. I'm just reading what he can do with this meta magic.
How dare you?
Alrighty, so he shall also cast Thunderwave upon both of these spiders. Because Thunderwave is a 15-foot cube, it'll able to get both of these spiders in it. And he shall cast it at... he's got first level and second level. I think he forgot to choose a spell, I believe. But I could be wrong, though. He'll cast Thunderwave at first level. So I shall... So they have to make a DC Con save of 15. They fail with a natural 1.
Nice.
So they shall take the full brunt of the thunder wave. Where'd my mouse go? There it is. Dealing some great damage, a total of 9 damage as he pushes... as he casts the thunder wave spell, it pushes them both back. And as they do, they take a large brunt of damage. This one seems to be getting a little bit weaker. And then Sora's gonna try to go over here, Darhana, and try to assist you on your next turn. It is now your turn, Sanctus. You're wrapped up, Forgatron's nearby you. This spider seems like it's getting ready to bite.
I am going to... Okay, well... What to do? So you're gonna see him, like, start to glow, and he's going... You see not 1, not 2, but 3 duplicates of him pop out, all kind of wrapped up as he casts Mirror Image.
Nice. So you see duplications of Sanctus just forming all around him within this spider's web. Anything else you'd like to do?
I don't have anything else I can do with my bonus action, so nope.
Okay, the spider's turn gets to go. So let's start with the one against you, Sanctus. This one will try to bite you, but let me roll to see if it gets his web back. It does not. Alright, I shall make an attack against you with advantage because you're in the webs.
Alright.
Alright, I will roll a 21 against you, but I'm assuming one of the duplicates gets hit first, unless you have to roll.
Let me see. So I have to roll for that. So, let's see. Oop, I roll. Yeah. So yeah, you see one of the
Real quick.
one of them pops. So so now there are 2 duplicates.
Yep, so it just bites at one of the duplicates. Yes, Momak.
Yep.
I'm going to use Forkatron's reaction, deflect attack. It puts disadvantage on a target within 5 feet of the attack roll to hit anything besides the user.
Gotcha.
So his attack has disadvantage, the spiders.
Yes, so it would have advantage, so I'll just go with the regular roll. So I'll just re-roll this. Okay, I rolled low. So you could keep that extra mirror image. as
Oh,
you see
nice.
Forkatron
Alright.
deflect some of it. This spider. Let's see here. Yep. It's actually 20 feet because of scale. Whoop. I shall bite Forkatron. See if I get my web back.
No.
I do not. Does a 12 hit Forkatron?
Nope.
Okay, the spider is gonna go up. This spider over here is gonna shoot some web at you. It's gonna. I will make an attack roll against you, Womack.
Okay.
I'm rolling like a demon, guys. I rolled a 23.
Oof.
You are restrained.
I'm restrained. Okay.
Yep. So, and then it will go up to you, being prepared to bite on its next turn. The one against you, Darhana, will attack you with advantage. It does not get its web back. That one's cocked. I shall hit you with a 14.
Ooh.
You shall take 7 points of piercing damage. And I
Okay.
need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let me find my constitution.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8.
An 8. You'll also be taking 9 poison damage on top of that.
No.
And then, how good are you on hit points?
I have 8 hit points currently.
Alrighty, so this spider bites you, and as it does, its poison sticks into your veins, causing you to be deathly, sickly, a little bit. Seems like you're getting closer on death's door. But now it is your turn, Momak. You are currently covered in web. What would you like to do? And there's a spider preparing to bite you on its next turn.
So I really think you're gonna hate me for this. Can I use the bag? Can I put him in the bag of holding?
The spider?
Yes.
No, you cannot.
What? Oh, come on. Alright, action to try and break restraint.
Sure, go ahead and make a strength check for me.
Strength check, what's wrong? 7, but I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration.
Sure, roll that d6. It could matter.
That's a D6?
Yep.
That was an 8.
An 8.
11.
11 does not break out of it, unfortunately.
Oh, it's probably 13.
You try to break out of it, and as you do, you see that this is more of a thicker weapon than you're used to. So that will use your action.
Bonus action, I command Forkatron to try and help break out Sanctus with his action.
All right, go ahead and make a strength check for Forkatron.
Okay. Oop. 7.
7
Or
doesn't.
8.
8 does not help. He tries to
Dude, I was
pull
ro-
off a Forkatron, but once again, he's kind of worried that he might get stick to the webs.
I was rolling so good earlier.
Yeah.
Jesus. Alright, that's about all I can do.
Alrighty. Darhana, you are up. You have taken a bite from the spider, and you feel its poison coursing through your veins. Now it is your turn. You are still covered in web. What would you like to do?
I am going to cast Bane on the spiders that are attacking me, Sanctus, and Momak.
Okay, so one against you, one against Sanctus, and one against Momak?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Bane on those 3 spiders.
Sure. Cool. What does your Bane spell look like?
It says the range is 30 feet, the charisma save is 12,
Okay.
and the target. It says, whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw.
The good news, I rolled a natural 1 for all 3 of them, so all 3 of them will be marked with Bane.
Oh, sick.
And
Nice.
There's no Bane marker, so I'll just use Hunter's Mark. So,
So,
all right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I try to escape as a bonus action?
You cannot. You must use your action to try to escape.
no,
Oh.
doesn't she have to hold concentration on Bane though?
She does.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can still give out bardic inspirations if you still have uses for them.
Oh yeah, I still have another bardic inspiration. I will give bardic inspiration to Sanctus.
Alrighty. How do you inspire him?
I will sing a little song that goes like this. Gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Sing the F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song.
Alrighty. Strangely enough, this inspires you.
Just like everybody's wrapped up in spiderwebs and you're just over here singing.
Alrighty.
That's fantastic.
I really am in the Looney Bin.
It's Sora's turn. Sora says, Darhana, you want me to try to free her? Or you want me to take care of the spider first?
I think I'm about to die, bro.
Alright, I'll kill off the spider then. And then he will try to... let me look at Sora's sheet. He shall... see. He has a good chance of shocking grass. 1d8 lightning or 2d... Actually, he'll do Thunder Wave on the spider once more, using a level 1 spell slot. It has to make a 15 con save, and I have to subtract a d4 thanks to Bane.
Yo, why is Sora kind of goated though?
Because he's a sorcerer. Alright. I failed the saving throw. He shall get pushed back 10 feet, and he'll take the full brunt of Thunder Wave. So, back against the wall for this spider, and let me roll damage. You roll 13 damage, dealing great damage to the spider. And then he'll kind of put himself between you, Darhana, and the spider.
Thank you, Sora.
Don't worry. Alright, Sanctus, you're up.
I feel like I need to get out of this, so I'm going to try to break out of this.
Alright, make a strength check.
Alright, strength. What's my strength here? +0, I'm pretty sure.
The only time when strength matters.
Yeah, right?
For real.
Oh, that's a natural 1.
Yeah, you're just covering yourself more in web rather than you trying to get out.
That's good. My hands are stuck to my sides. That's fantastic.
Alrighty. The spiders get to go now. Let me roll to see if any of them get their web back. They do not. This spider's gonna attack you, Sanctus, with advantage, but Bane is affected by Bane.
I'm gonna use Forkachan's reaction to deflect again.
Sure.
As well.
So just a regular roll then. I rolled a 15 to hit.
That hits still, yep.
Oof. You shall take 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
15.
15. The actual bite pierces through your veins, but as the poison's trying to course through it, your angel heritage basically withstands the poison.
Whew.
Alright, this one will attack Forkatron. Does a 19 hit Forkatron?
Yep.
Can Forkatron be poisoned?
Nope.
Alright, so he'll only take the 7 piercing damage. You see the poison just squeeze out of its fangs and just squirt all over Forkatron, but to no effect to it.
Okay.
The spider will try to go up to Sora and will try to bite him. D4. He will miss. The effects of Bane makes the spider twitch and causing his attack to miss. The one against you, Momac, will attack you.
Okay.
I crit you.
You crit me?
Yep.
Ooh.
So, I will roll the piercing first. You shall take... let me roll a d8 here. You shall take 12 piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. This will be just the max damage if you fail it.
Constitution saving throw. 15.
15, you
Or-
succeed.
14. But-
Yep, still succeed. Alrighty.
Okay.
The actual fangs of the spider pierces through your rib cage, and as it does, you feel its heavy poison coursing through your veins, but you're able to push it off before more of it gets into you.
Okay. Can I use my reaction right now?
Sure. What would you like to use your reaction for?
I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
So you cannot cast shield on a crit, because it will hit
Oh,
regardless of modifiers.
Well, no, it lasts for a turn after the hit. I don't think it counts for this.
All right, so you want to cast? I think you can only cast. So yeah, if you want, we'll say after the crit, you could just cast shield on yourself to protect yourself up to the start of
Yeah.
your next turn.
Okay.
Alrighty. Womack, it's your turn. Shield is gone.
All right. I'm gonna use my action to once again try and break restraint.
All right, make a strength check.
13.
13. You are no longer restrained.
Thank God. All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna try to get Forkatron to once again free Sanctus.
All right, make a strength check for Forkatron.
Yeah. Nat 2.
Nope. Same issue as before.
Yeah. And then I'm going to move.
All right, I shall make an
I-
attack of opportunity against you.
Oh, you fucking cheap bastard.
Hey.
All right.
You decide to move out of its range, but it's still
Shield-
baned, so
Shield's putting work in here.
20 to hit? Not natural.
No. I have
Alright.
an AC of 20 right now.
Your shield blocks the attack. Let me see. So you move over there. I'm just checking range. Okay. Cool.
Can I?
You go
I can
in
move
there?
a little farther. I'm
Alright,
like as far
I need
as
you
I
to
can
stop halfway there.
All right.
As you do, you are covered by a swarm of spiders near you.
Oh my god. Momac.
You are
The
stuck
Manticore
within.
all over
You are
again.
stuck within the webbing. You see a bunch of spiders crawling around you. These are regular sized spiders too. But they do not act yet. So that's the good news. But you can no longer move since you're stuck in the webbing. I'm sorry.
That's all.
I'm sorry, man. All right, Darhana, you're up. What would you like to do?
So, I'm thinking about using Vicious Mockery
Okay.
on a spider. I
Let
have
me
to pull out my little book of insults here.
give me 1 second. I'm looking up the spell for something real quick. See if it'll affect a animal.
An animal.
Let me see.
And
Let me just take a look real quick.
it says.
Yeah, you can
creature.
target it. Yep, you can target it. I'll say it. Dude,
All right.
creature means anything that moves. So
All right. It is a 60-foot range, 1d4. I'm gonna choose.
which one you're choosing?
I want to attack the one that's trying to get at Forkatron.
Okay. What do you say to it?
I tell him, you can hang on.
It's cool.
Behold, my portable black hole. It's a complete collection of all the fucks I give. It's an empty void.
Alrighty. So it's a charisma check.
Sorry.
It's all good. You're new.
Wisdom 12.
Wisdom 12. Alright. I rolled a 7. I shall fail it. I shall have disadvantage on my next attack. Go ahead and roll a d4.
A 2.
A 2. Alright, you deal 2 damage to it. It's looking rough. You take 1 good hit, take it down. Alrighty. Do you have any more uses of inspiration or no?
No, I use my inspiration.
Okay. It's Sora's go. Sora will cast Shocking Grasp on it. That is a cock die. Well, let me roll on D&D Beyond. My apologies. I should be doing that. That's more fair. I forgot. Alright. He shall hit for 2 damage, but that's enough to kill it.
Big.
Let's go.
You see Sor has a palm of lightning, and you see it shock the spider. It twitches a lot before it collapses on the ground dead. Alrighty, and then Sor will go over here and help try to assist you on his next turn to get you out. Sanctus, you're up.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the one that is going after Forkatron. It's
Alright,
a Wisdom 15.
I rolled a 14. I shall fail it.
He takes 11 damage.
Alright, you see the brain of this spider pop as it dies from your Toll of the Dead.
Hell yeah. We got
Momac,
you.
in here.
I'm dealing with something.
Anything else you'd like to do, Sanctus?
No. That
Alright.
was my.
The spiders get to go, including the swarm.
So,
I shall
Is
get
the
my web
swarm-
back.
is the swarm considered one entity?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see.
I'm not restrained. I'm just trapped in webbing. Correct?
Yep, your speed is just halved.
Okay. So it's difficult terrain, basically.
Yep. But that might change in a second here. What's the range of this?
Hopefully, half a foot.
Nope, you're just in range. I shall try to hit you with webbing. I rolled a natural 1.
Big.
You're so lucky.
This
Shut
thing,
up.
this thing will crawl on the ceiling and will position itself.
Oh, that's
over
awesome.
here. Oh yeah, you
That's-
forget they climb on walls, bro.
That's great.
All right, this one will attack against you with advantage, Sanctus, but it is baned still, so it'll subtract a D4, which could matter or not. Does a 17 hit?
Oh yeah.
All right. Does it
No.
hit one of your clones?
Yep.
Alrighty. It hits the first of one of 3 clones. Alrighty. The rest of the spiders. Oh yeah, I forgot about the swarm. All right. So it will occupy the same space as you, and there are spiders all over you. They will make an attack against you.
Yep.
I rolled a nat 1. They're just crawling all over you currently.
Ugh.
Well, back. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
I guess musket would still be the best option, even though it makes 0 sense.
Yeah, but
Well-
there are a bunch of spiders all over you, just crawling all over you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use musket as my action.
All
even though
right,
it
if
makes
you,
no
if you use a
sense.
musket, you will have to roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Because it is right all over you, and you're using it is considered a ranged attack.
Disadvantage, huh?
Unless you have
Can I
some other
do-
way to try to do something.
Yeah. I think I'll do maybe shocking grasp, I guess. Actually, wait, no. I'll use hand axe. I'll use my hand axe.
Okay, make an attack against a swarm.
14.
Hits. Roll your damage.
Okay. 8.
You do 8 points of damage. Nice. I'm just reading the swarm rules here real quick. All right, you knock off most of the spider swarm all over you. You knock down most of it.
Okay.
Alrighty. It is now your turn, Hana. What would you like?
Oh,
Would you like to do anything? My apologies.
sorry. No, yeah, it's me too. Bonus action, command Forkatron to try and help out Sanctus.
Okay, it's the 5th time.
Again. Strength check, +2. 7 doesn't work.
He's struggling
Um,
to try to get the webbing off you.
And I'm gonna move. Is that 5 feet, give or take? Just
Yes.
as far as I can without proccing opportunity.
You will be able to proc an opportunity of attack.
Oh, that does proc it?
Yep.
Oh, I'm not gonna move then.
Okay. Alrighty. Darhana, now it's your turn. You're still covered in webbing. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna do vicious mockery again on this guy over here on the ceiling.
What's the range of Vicious Mockery?
60.
Yep, you can get him. Cool. So
Uh,
what do you say to him?
I'm gonna say, let's exchange tragic backstories. Let me guess. You were an accident.
Okay.
Ouch.
Has to make a wisdom
I-
save.
Can I ask 2 questions real quick?
Sure.
First of all, is Forkatron still just glowing in the middle of this room?
Yes.
Yes.
And 2, is my fart spray stinky stone still in here?
Yes. It smells
Awesome.
rancid in here.
Awesome.
I rolled a dirty one, if that's the thing. I rolled a 5, minus 4 for Bane, so 1. So I fail it. So go ahead and roll a d4, and I shall have disadvantage on my next attack.
I got a 1.
Hey, damage is damage. You deal it.
Quincy,
You deal it to that, and it'll have disadvantage on its next attack. Anything else you'd like to do?
I can't really do much else, can I?
Not really.
That's great.
Alrighty. Sora will use his action to try to get you out. He will have to make a
Swag.
strength check. What's his strength modifier at? Let me see. Oop. Oh, so it's just a straight roll. But he beats the DC. You are no longer restrained as he easily just rips it off with his lizard claws. Alrighty. Swore will then go over here, Sanctus, and will try to assist you on his next turn. Sanctus, you're up.
Seeing that they are able to get out of their webs, you're gonna see Sanctus like kind of put his hands up, like right in front of him, and he conjures his weapon, but this time it comes out as a great axe, and it trying to cut the webbing off.
Sure, make an attack roll against the webbing.
That's cocked. Here we go. 14 plus 1.
Hits.
15.
Roll damage.
11.
You're no longer restrained.
Should have done this before, guys.
bruh.
Alright, that uses your action.
Yeah. Yep. And then, you know what? I am going to stay right there. Why not? No, actually, nope. Yep. Nope. I'm moving back. I'm
Okay.
gonna grab him. He's gonna go back. I'll risk the opportunity attack to get about 10 feet back.
Okay. Well, I am baned, so that's pretty good. 17 to hit?
Yep.
Alright.
You hit one of my clones.
Alright, cool. I hit a second clone, luckily. Alrighty.
Getting very lucky.
Would you like to continue your movement, sir?
Yes, I would. In fact, I'm gonna put myself. Nope. Actually, I'm gonna go all the way back into this room.
Sure.
Like, I don't want to get the guy over here.
Alright,
Alright, we're good.
cool. Spiders go. Let me roll to see if I get my web back. I do not. This guy will just crawl. Well, what's the range? Oh, I could just get to you.
Thanks. Yes.
Whoop. I shall attack you with disadvantage, and I also have Bane, so let's see how well or bad I hit. Does a 15 hit?
I have 15, so it'll be half, right?
Yeah, it'll be half damage for this attack, so you only take 3 piercing damage, and I do need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20, so 25 or 24.
Cool.
Minus 1.
So it just scratches you, and you just see the poison just squirt out right next to you. The swarm, whatever's left of it, will attack you.
Okay.
That's cocked. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
All right. I shall deal 5 piercing damage. That's it.
Okay.
Just 5 piercing damage.
Okay.
This spider will then go up to Sor and will try to attack him. He is baned, so he'll roll with D4. He will hit Sor with a 21.
Mm.
Sor shall take... Oh, I didn't long rest him. Whoops. Let me give him the long rest, and he used 2 spell slots. Let me just update his sheet real quick, y'all. Alright, and now he has to make... He takes 7 damage. And then I need to make a Constitution saving throw, which he is good at.
Oh, I'm dumb. Can I use my reaction real quick for shield again?
For shield? For you?
Yeah.
Sure. So you could remove the 5 piercing damage because it wouldn't hit you in the first place.
Okay.
Alrighty. So just remember next time, otherwise I'm not
Yeah,
gonna...
my bad. My
Yep.
bad.
He nat 20'd it, so he will not take the extra poison damage. It is now your turn, Womack. There's a spider in front of you, there's a
Alright.
swarm around you. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my hand axe to try and finish this swarm off.
Go ahead, make an attack roll.
2. Okay.
2 does not hit. You seem to be
Epic.
freaked out of the situation.
Bonus action, I'm gonna command Forkatron to maul this guy.
Alright, make an attack against him.
Is where's it? Anything else? 12?
12 just hits the AC, so go ahead and roll damage and now
Oh
she'll take
wait,
half.
no, that was I'm dumb. Sorry.
Oh,
Uh,
it was the damage.
16.
16
hit.
does hit. So we'll say you
Okay,
do
so
12 damage to it.
Yeah.
You deal significant damage to it. It looks like it could go down in one more hit.
All right. Apologies, I'm just dumb.
So, it's all good. It's kind of late, so.
Yeah.
Darhana, you are up. This one is looking kind of hurt, and the one against Womack has barely gotten hit. What would you like to do?
I'm going to cast blind/deafness on the one near Momac.
Okay. Is blindness and deafness concentration?
It's Constitution.
Is it a concentration spell though? If so, you will lose Bane. Because you can't concentrate on 2 concentration spells at once.
I don't think so. Would it say that?
It would say concentration on the spell text. If not, then
No,
you're
it's not concentration.
Alright, you're good.
It just says 1 minute.
Cool. Alrighty. What, 1 minute to cast or the effect?
Duration.
Gotcha. Alright, so what save would I have to... Are you causing it to be blind or deaf?
Blind.
That will depend on whether or not your Constitution saving throw fails.
Fair enough. And I'll roll a d4 because of Bane still. 1 second. I rolled a 13 to save.
Okay.
Does that fail? Save?
What? Oh, the save is 12 Constitution.
Alright, then I shall succeed in that case. You see Darhana trying to blind this creature, but it seems to not barely have any effect.
That sucks.
That's the way the dice is. I'm sorry. Would you like to move? We can freely move now.
I am going to get into like the center of the room here.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. Sora's go. He will do Shocking Grasp against the spider and trying to finish it off. I'm moving tabs left and right here. I should roll a 13, which does not hit. He tries to do Shocking Grasp at him, but he dodges out of the way. The spider dodges out of the way. It is now your turn, Sanctus. You backed out of the room.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, come over here and flank the spider.
Sure.
Take out the great axe again and just try to chop this thing in half.
Alright, make an attack roll against it.
Nope. That is a 9 plus 2, so 11.
11
So
does
no.
not hit.
Nope.
It dodges out of the way of your attack. Alrighty.
That's wonderful.
The spiders get to go. This spider is not really smart. It will try to attack Sword because he's a lizard. So he'll try to attack him with the D4 because of Bane. I shall miss him. Yeah, I should roll to see if I get my wet back. I do, but it's not advantageous in this position. This one over here will attack you, Momak.
Okay.
Bane is really coming into effect to assist you guys tonight.
Heck yeah.
An 11 does not hit you.
Nope, I still have an AC of 20 from shield.
The swarm will attack you. A 19 will not hit you. Alrighty, it is now your turn, Momek.
Hand axe on swarm instantaneously.
Okay.
18 for hit.
Hits. Damage.
Actions, hand axe. 8.
You defeat the swarm.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna command Forkatron to maul that spider.
Alrighty.
23 for hit.
23 does hit. Roll damage.
Yep. Right here. Land side. 13.
13. How does Forkatron kill this spider?
Rips one of its 8 legs off and swings it around like a chew toy.
Alrighty. It does so, and due to the blood loss, the spider collapses dead. There's now one more spider left, guys. Alright. Would you like to move Forkatron?
I will move him right here.
Alright. Would you like to move yourself?
No, I don't want to provoke an opportunity.
Okay. Darhana, it is your turn. There's only one more spider left to deal with.
Alright. Sorry. I'm looking at my spells here.
It's all good.
I think I'm gonna cast level 1 Thunder Wave.
Alright, you do have to get up close to it if you wish to cast it. 'Cause
Oh,
you wouldn't meet the range requirements.
you're right.
But you do have enough movement to do so.
I'm 15 feet from it.
Let me read Thunderwave real quick. Maybe I misread. I do have it on source sheet here. Let's see here. Thunderwave is a...
Oh, it's each creature. You're gonna hit, like, you hit Sanctus, you hit Store, you hit Forkatron. Yeah, you hit, like, everything in the room.
Wait, what?
And do keep
15
in mind, this
foot.
room is meant to be bigger in scale, so it's not, like, exact measurements.
Okay, because it
There's
says
something wrong with my map. I cannot see anything.
Yeah, but
each
all you really
creature-
need to do is just, like, move closer to here, and then you could do it. So that way
Oh.
you're not threatened in range. And
Oh, okay.
I would say, directional-wise, you could probably... Let me draw out the square. I think it's better if I drew it, because it's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah. You're definitely gonna hit me and fucking Forkatron here.
Would I?
Yeah, you would hit Forkatron if you did it.
No. Okay. I want
Can you
to
just-
think about this.
Can you just whack the spider?
Yeah.
And plus,
I just
Enough
have
of that.
extra I have extra spell
Yep.
hit points. Why I like doing spells. But I think I'm just gonna hit him.
do keep in mind, Averith, that this is only the first part of the dungeon, and you've already used a couple of your spell slots, so it's always good to try to save some of the spell slots when you need it. Do keep in mind
That's
of that.
true.
I'm not preventing you from doing Thunderwave, but if you use all your spells right now, you may not be able to use them later on when you may face even more bigger threats than just giant spiders.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack the spider with a spear.
Sure. And since it has to reach, you don't even have to move. You can just stab it with the spear.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the 1d8 minus 1.
That's for
Option?
damage. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Which
That's
is
not good.
so you're using 2 hands to use the spear.
I got a 2.
It does not hit, unfortunately. You hit right next to it, as it's on the wall, and you're kind of freaked out by
Bruh.
it. Alrighty. It is now it is Sora's turn. He will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll go to here. He could Thunder Wave, but he might want to save those spell slots, though. Oh no, did I exit out of the stat block? Whoops.
Bruh.
Whoops, it's all good. He'll just hold. Hang on.
Sorry, I had to do it. I love the soundboard.
It's all good.
You ever hear Dark and Darker?
Yes.
In their Discord, they have a soundboard where it sounds like you're opening a door.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sounds like a guy's sneaking up right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Just join a call, play that, leave.
Alright. I gotta go back to Sora's character. She has to accidentally exit out. Struggles of an online DM.
Indeed.
Here we go. Alright, I'm just looking at Sora's stuff. All of his stuff is very close range. So, and I know, like, I want to give him enough spell slots to use.
There's always the unarmed attack option.
He's not in range. That's the thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He'll take the dodge action. He'll dodge.
Go.
Now it's your turn, Sanctus.
You know what? You love it. I'll move a little bit. And Eldritch Blast.
All right, attack roll.
Let's just use D&D Beyond here. 23.
Definitely hits. Roll your damage.
6.
All right. How would you like to kill this spider?
I just want to splatter it up against a wall.
All right, you do so. You splatter its contents against the wall right next to Momac. Momac, eventually you get yourself out of the spider's webbing. And at this point, I say that we're going to have to call it a night. So if you guys want, you guys could short rest here if you wish to do so. And we'll just do the short rest next session. So that way everyone can kind of be on par. So,
do we want to try to long rest and just have Forkatron stand guard? Because he can't be surprised. He doesn't have exhaustion. He has dark vision. He has like everything to.
So
like,
I'll say this right now. You could possibly long rest in here. However, you are in a dangerous environment, so do keep that in mind if you wish to do so. I'm not preventing you. I'm just saying.
If
maybe
anything,
we can come back into like one of the beginning chambers where there, like, we know there's like 2 very like small like entrances, and we don't have 5 different entrances into one room.
I also have +4 survival, which could help.
would that be a better option at all?
I'll tell you what. You guys could discuss it in the chat and the Discord to try to figure out what to do, as we won't meet until another 2 weeks. So we'll see whether you guys want to do a short rest or a long rest, and so that way Joseph could actually be part of the discussion too. So with that, we're gonna end this session tonight, and you guys still have plenty of this mine to explore. And I'll say, once you guys clear the mine, you will level up. So with that in mind, guys, we shall see you within 2 weeks' time. So until then, take care.
All right, peace.